And welcome back to episode 28 of the Hit the Showers podcast presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. Once again, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co host, Malcolm Phone Didn't Ring King.
hey,
He went
hey,
undrafted, ladies and gentlemen.
listen, as long as we got Smith, that's all I'm worried
I
about.
know
How y'all
that's right.
feeling?
Shit, we here cooling. You know we got Pops in the building back with me repping for the Raiders. How you feeling, Pop?
Fantastic, fantastic. Ready to roll.
I know that's right. Well, we should just get started, jump into it.
Let's do it.
I don't know what you want to do. You want to jump into your Eagles for a second?
Yeah. As far as my Eagles go, obviously, shout out Philadelphia Eagles right now. We're pretty ecstatic. We got Devontae Smith. As people may or may not know out there, the Heisman winner amongst other awards out there. First pick, first round pick 10.
What would you rate
As
that
far
pick? What would you grade it?
Oh, I've definitely graded it A+. That's the best. That's the
You think
best.
that's an
That
A
is
plus
the
pick? Best
oh
fit for
yeah, that's
y'all?
best fit. I
Okay.
mean, Jalen Hurts and him have that chemistry. It's nice to see them be able to have a reunion again. I think that's going to be special. And like I said, I mean, I think he's to put a couple more pounds, like you said last episode. I think,
Yeah.
we needs to add a little bit more weight there. But I think he's going to be something special if he can stay healthy. That's the key word, as we all know. If he can stay healthy, I think he can do some things for us.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. I mean, I'm gonna give it an A. You know what I mean? I feel like taking anything else away from him would kind of be hating because of his size. And you know, with me being the size I am, I've never been big on hating on a guy for size. But
Right.
I do say that I have a worry about his frame going into the NFL the way that he plays. That's the only reason why I can't give you the plus on that.
Right.
But I'll give him
Okay.
the A
Okay.
on
That's
that
fair
pick.
enough. That's fair enough.
But I do agree that I feel like he does kind of now have a chip on his shoulder because he wasn't the first wide receiver out there to go.
Hmm.
But like I said on that the bonus episode, Waddle had big things going for him before the injury. You know what I mean?
Oh, right, right, right,
So
right.
I don't
He
think
did.
I don't think he can be too mad about that pick just because it's like that's your teammate anyway.
Yeah. Jalen Waddle. Yeah, right, from
Yeah,
Alabama.
because
I mean, I think the
he
Jamar
went
Chase,
before him, didn't he?
he
That's what I
did, because
thought.
they dapped up when Waddle got drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Smith had stepped out in the back room, and they dapped up and said congrats. But also, I believe, didn't they say Jamar Chase, who was the very first one to go as far as wide receivers?
Right.
Didn't they say that
Right.
he opted out this last year? Like, he didn't play. Was it him? I
Right.
believe that didn't
Right.
play, right, Pops?
Right.
So
Right.
Oh, I
to
didn't know
your
he
point,
didn't play.
he didn't
Good
play,
play.
Cliff. So that's why I said you got the Heisman winner who played, proved himself with tons of other accolades.
Well, you said it though. You said it yourself. It's a reunion day.
Oh, right.
It made more sense to not take the chance on Devontae Smith and go with Jamar Chase because of that
Chemistry.
that chemistry they got with
Joe Burrow.
there it is.
But let me ask you this. So, and I want to get y'all's opinion. So obviously there's somebody, whether it could be us or somebody that y'all just know. You got chemistry with, right? You know what you're going to get from that person. But there also is that other unknown who is a proven person according to their resume. Do you stick with your, okay, I know this person, I'm rolling with them, or do you say, hey, I got to go with this other resume? It's more accomplished. It's more proven,
I mean,
even though I like this person.
I don't know how you feel, Pops, but in my personal opinion, I feel like it's all situational. You know what I mean? When you're coming into like damn near a rebuild, as you know the Eagles would be coming into, you can't just come in and give that veteran all everything without acknowledging all of the new picks that you picked up as well. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, okay, toss them the bone and fight for it.
Right.
I give it a B B minus, B, have kind of a B plus, and I can't go to B plus or B minus. I'm kind of in the B area though, but I like the fact that they picked up Dante Smith. I don't like that they have to give up so much to go get him. You know, they traded a lot away too, but I still think
they did trade up, didn't they, to get him?
Well, I believe they only gave up a second and third round pick in that current or future draft. I don't believe they gave up too much when they recapped it. I believe I can look it up again, but I don't think they gave the Cowboys too much. And y'all got to remember, we actually got picks from Miami. Remember, we were at 6.
Right.
So you know, basically, yeah, we ended up going at 10. Pops.
I like the fact that you know, giving him somebody he threw the ball to, somebody who's fast, quick, and you know, he's kind of like a security blanket. If you look at what Edelman was, you can look at Dante the same. I mean, he got a little short, little scat back type receiver he could throw to. Plus, he got a center, so he got somebody else to block one.
Right.
They did.
They don't know what they're going to get in free agency, so free agency might load up on some things that they really truly need. But I think Philly's offense is okay. I just think they need work on the defense.
I agree. We always need work on the defense, Pops. I can agree on that 100%. Now, we actually traded away our 12th pick in return with the Cowboys for their 10th pick, and then we gave them a 3rd round pick. It doesn't say what year, like if it was this. Oh, it was this year. Mike's hopping on.
Mike's in the building.
We gave them a 3rd round pick this year, so that's not too bad to me. Trade 2 spots and then give them a 3rd round pick for that number 10. But yeah,
I like Dante. I like Devontae. I like them getting somebody he threw the ball to, somebody who's comfortable.
What's up, Mike?
Somebody, and I really think all the team that was doing it. I mean, I like what he did, but he did get somebody he feels comfortable with, somebody who also helps take that edge off of him because he's still new to the game, and now he's getting somebody coming in he can work with every day.
Right. So, but why? So, what's a more in-depth reason, Pops, on the B grade? Because that's a little, not to be biased because he's on my squad now, but that's a little hard.
No, the B grade is this. The B grade is this. Why I'm gonna say that is because, for one, I think they should have went some more offensive linemen. I think they got a couple more, at least another one more strong.
I agree.
Offensive lineman, because you know you're looking at Hurts. Hurts is not one of the elites, but he has the ability to become one. So if you look what Cincinnati did for Joe Burrow, he got hurt, and look at them. They loaded up on offensive linemen. So to me, my thing was, okay, Devontae Smith, you know what, give me my receiver, and then give me some more offensive linemen that could really to cover my guy. Because he's a runner. He likes to run and throw. So give me a pulling guard or somebody could pull to help protect him as he rolls out. Because you got to remember, you got a small receiver getting used to the game. Right. So that's my point. I'm looking at the whole aspect of the game, not just saying, okay, you got a good name. I'm looking at how they're going to use him.
That makes sense. That does make sense.
But I like what they did. I told you from the beginning. I like what Philly did. Philly did well, but I can't give them that strong A yet. That's why I said B plus. I'm in there because I'm worried about how are you going to protect him. Because if he's small, he got a small receiver. Right. These DBs in the NFL can lock him up at the line. So if he can't get off the line and Jalen can't throw to him, really, what good did you do? And what good did you do yourself?
And you know what? Another good thing to add to that point, now that I think about it, is we're also talking about Tom Brady working with an Edelman. You know what I mean? That's somebody that's precision. He's precise with his passes. He's not throwing Edelman into danger. And dealing with somebody who's brand new, only had a game and a half that he played last season.
Who's that? Jalen Hurts. He played the last couple games. Let me see. I know he played at least more than. I think he played more than 2. I'm pretty sure. Well,
what I'm getting at is the experience isn't there for having a receiver that small. I wouldn't even throw him across the middle for the first year because I don't know.
Hit him on those speed outs. Right. Hit him on something kind of whether bubble screen type shit.
Right. You got to give him a pillow. Right. You can't.
When I look at him, I'm thinking the same thing as what we did last year. We picked up what's your little speedy guy? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Our receiver we picked up last year.
Nelson Aguilar?
No.
What's the guy?
He's not talking about Ruggs.
Henry Ruggs. Look at him, Henry Ruggs. He was dynamic at Alabama. Dynamic. But where was he in the NFL last year?
That's the Raiders' fault though, Pops. Because I think most teams would have. Tom Brady would have definitely got him the ball if Tom Brady or somebody had him.
Right.
There was something that he didn't do that get him open all the time. I mean, there's something. Because Aguilar came in too for the first year too, and how you let Aguilar just come in and just take over?
But I can explain that. I can explain that exactly.
No chemistry?
No, it wasn't even about the chemistry. It was about the expectation. You know what I mean? So when Ruggs came in, he was expected to be the fastest man in the NFL. So they was thinking go deep. And if you notice those first couple shots, they went to him deep. Carr overthrew the shit out of him. So it was like he couldn't even get a chance to catch his rhythm, where if he'd have had a Brady, he'd have thrown him on some slants to get some catches and then start progressing down the
Now you go right back to what I just said a second ago. Now you just said what I said a second ago. If Smith can't get off the line in Philly, you actually hurt more than you help.
Yeah, but I think with that kind of size, and I hear you on get off the line, but he's going to be a guy who's off the ball anyways. So he's going to be able to operate in space from jump, and that's going to give him the ability, again, those speed out type routes, maybe an out and up here and there. I'm with you guys in terms of, like, I don't know if I'm throwing to him across the middle.
Nah, not from Hurts just yet. We got to trust his arm first.
I think them playing together for a while, I mean, it gives him, he does know his receiver coming in. It's not like Carr and Ruggs. Yeah. Carr had to get to know Ruggs.
You are absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct.
And they probably stay together anyway.
What do you get at pick, Mike?
With Devontae going to the Eagles. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think I heard B earlier. I'd probably go with that, like low B, high C.
What do you think they could have did better to go high C?
I'm with your pop.
You going fruit punch?
Hold on.
You O-line. That was actually, not to change the subject to a different team, but I mean, that was actually the thing with the Bills draft. Like, they drafted 2 DNs, like 3 offensive linemen, all safe picks. Right. And so, and that's what we needed. We needed help there. And I think Philly is kind of in the same boat where if you can't protect Hurts,
but I don't think you can afford
around for his life.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can afford to go as safe as a Buffalo, who had a shot at making
who was already in the running,
right? With being Philly, so you can't quite go that route, in my opinion.
But the whole thing with drafting a receiver, if Hurts is on his back, he ain't throwing to anybody.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Right.
All right.
They got what's his name?
From Alabama. Yeah, they got him. They got him. I can give his name, and I got it in my notes.
I like what Philly did. I just can't go.
They got 2 offensive linemen. They got a center and a tackle.
Okay, so they got them later rounds.
Yeah.
One they got
Landon Dickerson from Alabama as a center, round 2, pick 37.
There you go.
It says
that's the only offensive lineman they drafted, though.
Yeah, Mike is right.
Okay, the rest, I might be tripping.
The rest have been D-line primarily, couple secondary, like Pop said, linebacker.
Who am I thinking of then?
I don't know, but I wish the Bills would have picked up a running back or a tight end.
But here's
a tight end.
But here's the thing, though, Mike.
Talking about that all year. Yeah, my fault.
No, you're good, Cliff. Because Cliff, we talked about this. Linemen are a dime a dozen. Now, I understand there's only so many good linemen, but let's be honest.
Skill guys are a dime a dozen. Linemen are special.
You said what are dime a dozen?
I said skill guys are a dime a dozen.
Listen,
not a good one.
Not a good special.
One. Right. But because there's a lineman that Cliff showed me yesterday, and I don't know, Cliff, you may know the answer if he got drafted.
Tevin Jenkins, he went 39. He went to the Bears. That's who I wanted more than Leatherwood. I told my pops that before, man. In the fact that he went 39, somebody else seen something, but they knew enough to know why go that quick. People aren't, and I told you that before the draft started. Didn't I say it's a deep offensive line draft?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, you saw a ton picked up in like the 5th, the 6th, the 7th.
It's a
that's
deep
what I'm saying.
Offense, so I don't know if I would jump into that pool just as quick as 17 when we know that there's so many threats out there. Is why
Yeah. Yes.
But we'll get there to that pick. But we're still on the Eagles right now. So then you got Landon Dickerson, of course, out of Alabama.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick. You needed that. I would give that a B plus.
I'll be curious to see how he pans out.
I give it an
A. Okay.
I give it an A.
What was you about to say, Mike?
No, I'll be curious to see how he pans out and if he stays at center.
Yeah, that's another one. But see, he's probably could be moved over. He could go to guard.
He could probably go to the guard spots.
Right.
We need them all. But the one thing I will say too, Mike, that now that I thought about it, is we had a really banged up in Philadelphia offensive line last year.
Everybody did, dude. That was the whole story of the playoffs. Was nobody could. People were cobbling together offensive lines out of nothing.
You are right. You are right about that.
Well, I mean, I don't know about the Bills or the other teams, but I'm talking about from like the very first game, like from out the gates. We didn't.
So was it like preseason? Well, there was no preseason.
I mean, like
even the injuries.
Yeah, like Jason Peters.
Right. Gotcha.
Just he's like there's a lot of guys. Another guy. Like, I watched actually the Eagles training camp documentary of last season. It was all bad. Like even before the season started and going into the season. So we look bad from the jump. So what I'm saying is, a couple of games we still did all right and we still won. We didn't have the season we wanted, but we made do with the offensive line we had. So I think the couple pieces that we're adding, I think will help. I still think, like you said, Mike, we should have added more to the O-line. But I feel like, hey, if it somehow works and you can make
not
it
over,
and
not over.
You had to improve that defense too, though. That's
defense.
That's not a question either. You had to do that.
Not over. I mean, you got another. This is second. Hey, this is the second wave of the free agents right now.
It will be.
There'll be a lot of cuts. Some good players going to be out.
This is where it gets interesting.
Right. I think with Jalen Hurts having off season, being able no COVID this time, he can actually play with his team. Right. You pick him up some good free agent offensive linemen. It might be. I think Philly's going to be interesting because the division that they play in, they can actually win it.
Right. We have a shot. I mean, everybody. That's the scary part. Everyone's going to have a shot. Like it's not like no clear cut one or two teams in that division.
Because the entire division is trash.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, I mean,
don't get me wrong. The Bills play in the AFC East without the Patriots,
right? And that division, right. That division just now became somewhat competitive. You know what I mean? NFC East used to be the best division in football.
Yes.
What 10, 12 years ago? The McNabb and all them. You know what I mean? So it has weakened, but it'll get back up there. We'll see. We
see you trying, Brett. What's popping?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Nothing.
What's up, Brett?
What's going on?
Nothing much.
What's your camera doing?
The cameras will be on soon. Just give me a second.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I was about to.
You got it all, man. You just got to work. You got to get dressed. You can't let me.
It's personal right now.
Listen, handle your business. Handle it. But I didn't mean to put you on blast like that. Where was we at with who's
the NFC
talking about that?
The NFC least, as they call them. I think we'll get back to where it needs to be eventually. That's what Mike was talking about.
Right. Okay, well, what about any other notable drafts that you saw that you? I actually didn't not like that Milton Williams pick.
Defensive tackle.
Yeah, I looked him up a bit, and I didn't mind that pick. That didn't. I didn't.
Wait, you're saying you didn't like it, or you?
No, I didn't mind the Eagles taking that pick.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as the Eagles go, the rest of the picks, who else did you get?
I want to see what Jacoby Stevens is talking about, the safety from LSU, round 6, pick 224 the Eagles took. Because LSU obviously is a pretty premier team. So I want to see what he's talking about. We got him round 6, pick 224, Jacoby Stevens.
Yeah.
But to your point, I do think that you
got Zacharias McPherson though too.
I see it. Yeah, cornerback from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
nice?
My fault, Mike. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But I think they did what they needed to do. They got the defensive side of the ball.
Right.
Defense heavy. I think anytime, you're in a struggling position, D-line's the first thing you shore up because that's what stops the run. And
pressure, yeah.
If
That's
you
what
get
wins
those
championships.
pressures, then
I
you're in
agree.
business.
I agree.
I think honestly the most inconsequential defensive position at this point which is crazy to me because at the high school level you live and die by your middle backers, your inside linebackers.
Right.
But I feel like where the league is now, like it's just not a prevalent position anymore.
Right.
No, it's not.
If you're not blitzing it or putting it in coverage.
Well, and even then, like your blitzes are typically coming from your edge guys. It's your outside backers. Your inside backers are there to basically spy and eat up that short middle.
Right.
And given the number of fucking tight ends that seem to always fucking be open in the NFL, I don't think they're covering anybody.
Listen, you are absolutely
I want
correct.
a tight end.
You are absolutely correct on that. Man, that's why we'll move on. We'll move on to Britt's team. I've been
Cleveland.
Yeah, I've been I think they got a kind of A on their draft for real. As a whole.
Let's take a look.
I enjoyed their draft and I was so fucking surprised that my boy Owusu dropped so far and they snatched him up.
Yeah.
Great.
I got him early in the second?
Yeah, 52, yeah. And I don't understand why he dropped so low. I really don't.
I think it's a little bit of the curse you talked about with Ohio State quarterbacks.
As far as Notre Dame?
Notre Dame linebacker.
Yeah, but he's something though,
they come with drama.
Hey, Mike, Cliff don't remember that Tayal situation.
He doesn't remember Manti?
Yeah. He don't
with the fake girlfriend?
Yeah, Brittany knows about it.
Yeah, that was
the beast.
No, I don't.
The beast.
Hey, Cliff, take the never mind.
What?
You don't remember that at all?
Right, that was a big thing. He got catfish.
This is like
it's not funny, but he just
I think Cleveland did good. I give Cleveland an A. I think
Browns.
I give them an A is because their off-season moves, the additions that they added to the team.
Well, that's why the draft complemented it. You know what I mean?
They complimented it 100% because of the fact that they picked the defensive linemen that they needed to complement the defensive lines, and you bring in two linebackers. You bring in linebackers.
They got Greg Newsome out of Northwestern.
You bring in linebackers that can play ball.
Cornerback.
So I mean, you just solidify the defense. That the offense was already playing good ball. You just increase the defense.
They added a couple of receivers.
I put the whole thing together, so I say, I give them an A minus. I'm not gonna give them a high. But I will say they did good as far as like.
I got him an A. I got him down to the A. They got Anthony Schwartz. He the fastest man in college football.
Is he?
Yeah, he the fastest man in college football. He got track records, youth records still remaining after 4 years. He runs a 4.26 40.
Damn,
man, I'm telling you, he's gonna be something. There she go.
Hey, y'all.
What's
I see
up,
you
Brittany?
getting your vitamin D?
I'm trying.
I know that's right. I need to be on that. But yeah, I think that was a good one. What else? Who else did they get?
I mean, they went like 5 out of 7 were defensive players.
Yeah, they went defense.
So I'm always for that.
I don't know all
They
the guys.
got a D tackle from Ohio State.
They got Togi. I like that a lot.
Yeah, Togi.
Togi.
Oh, okay.
He was a
yeah, I know you're talking about.
And he was a man in condition. Yeah.
I don't know Tony Fields.
Richard LeCount, safety from Georgia. Metric Felton, UCLA wide receiver.
I mean, they look dangerous with the additions that they got. They look like they could come out very dangerous already with the offense that they had. You know what I mean? And most of those people, most of the key people are still there.
Mm-hmm.
So with these additions, it looks like Cleveland really could. This could be a year they look dangerous.
They can fight. Yeah, you got to watch out for them. You already had to watch out for them before. This year, they're dangerous.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I think it's like official.
Right.
This year.
Yeah, you can't talk bad about him.
It's a good year to be a Browns fan.
OBJ come in and poison him again like he did last year.
Or unless y'all running back don't fumble on the 1 yard line into the.
They got a running back.
We got too many good running backs for that.
Pick up another running back in the draft. That's gonna be pretty good.
But I'm just saying, Cleveland always finds a way to Cleveland it up.
Yeah.
Well,
no, not last season.
Not last season.
But that's when Odell was out. Odell's back.
Right.
It might be the Odell curse.
Well, get rid of his blind-headed ass if he fucking
They're not gonna get rid of him.
They ought to.
No, they should. They should definitely get rid of him.
But they won't. To them, that's like they view him on the same level as the Randy Moss and them guys back in the day.
No, I don't think they view him like that. I think
would hope not. That's kind of.
That's the only person he threw to.
Huh?
Right.
What was that?
He said that's the only person he threw to.
Right.
But I feel like that was pressure.
Winning.
Yes,
right.
Cliff's right. It
That
was pressure. He was because he was a star and Baker was like the new guy on the team. He wanted to establish, like he was forcing it into him, and that was messing the team up because he couldn't go with his natural flow.
Right.
1,000%.
Well, and the thing that helps the Browns the most is you're seeing a decline of the division.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Other than Cincinnati on the come up a little bit, assuming he pans out, continues to pan out. You're at the tail end. You're at the tail end of the Steelers dynasty with Roethlisberger.
Right.
Lamar Jackson ain't the guy. So
you said Lamar Jackson's not the guy?
No.
In what way?
Not.
I don't. As a what?
I don't like him.
Well, then how did he?
Are you guys serious?
Mike, how did he win MVP then a couple of seasons ago?
I like Lamar.
Everybody had a hot hand at one point, but after watching him in the playoff game, he ain't the guy.
Man, I completely disagree. And I don't think that, and actually, it's two things that I disagree with. One, you said that our division is on the decline, which is, to me, a lie because we had the best teams. We had the best division last year, in my opinion. If you look at us, the Browns, and the Browns, the Ravens, and the Steelers, like we were top teams in the league.
Yeah.
Only team that was slacking was the Bengals. So to me, we had the overall best division last year. So even though the Steelers are on a decline, I still feel like, we have one of the hardest divisions. Like you're not going to just.
I could agree with that.
They're still competitive. I'll give it to you. Like
I'm still not sold on Lamar, but I could agree with that.
How can you not be sold on Lamar? Did you watch some of those games?
I watched just the Browns game. That was the only one I needed.
Oh man!
So actually,
give him some time. He's going to get his team there for sure.
I think Lamar needs some receivers. I think like him.
That's what I will say. I will say that
like
he didn't have a whole lot of weapons to work with. I will say that.
That's
but
fair.
my biggest criticism with him in the playoffs is, of course, the coach is going to call that fucking option every time. It's up to you to say, fuck this, bro. Audible at the line. We're taking it. Let's get a pass down the field. They know we're going to run this option back and forth. They ran the same play like 13 times in a row.
That's the comeback. He didn't have no receivers.
And I'm not even exaggerating. I mean, like, statistically, I believe it was something crazy like that. Like, it was ridiculous.
And Lamar did have, he was one of the people that had COVID last year, and I feel like that did play a factor.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
He did. He caught COVID last year.
I did not know that.
He was out for
COVID and bubble guts.
Yeah, right.
What was bubble guts? What was bubble guts?
You don't remember the game against the Browns when he had to run to the bathroom?
That might have been.
Oh no!
You know what, Brittany?
That might have been the game. He had to poop.
That might have been the start. For all he knows, that might have been the start of it. He didn't know it yet. It might have been when he probably started feeling symptoms.
That's when he got COVID.
Low key, because not too long after that's when they're like, yeah, he's got COVID. He's out for a little bit.
Was you shitty when you had it?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, you put me on blast, but no, I was not.
I'm just keeping it G. I didn't.
Shit. Right. No, I wouldn't. No, I felt everything else, but I wouldn't like.
Okay.
I went in the bathroom every 2 seconds or nothing like that.
Yeah, because the only reason I'll accept that because Cam definitely did not come back the same Cam after he caught COVID.
Neither
I'm
did
still trying to bounce back.
No, he came back like regular Cam though. He started off hot, but he turned back into his old self.
But it hurt Myles Garrett.
Okay, so okay.
It hurt Myles Garrett. He never was the same.
All I know is the only time the Bills have beat the Patriots twice in the same season was with Cam at the helm. That's all I'm saying.
Well, now you got.
So I hope they keep his ass.
No, listen.
I ain't mad at you. I get it.
Return it. Y'all might be in some trouble, low key, Mike, with Josh McDaniels and returning the Mac. Listen, I do want to see that.
Like I said,
not this year. Not this year.
You got 2 or 3 clear years in our division.
Y'all are definitely getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
but
are
again,
definitely getting there.
The Pats had a decent. I give them a B on their off season before the draft.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be a whole
That's
different
what they
team.
do. That's what that organization does.
That's gonna be a whole different team.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I'm interested to see if they're gonna allow Mac to fuck it up.
What do you mean by that? Like room for error?
Yeah, they're either gonna have to tailor their play to him or he's gonna fuck it up. They can't throw him into the bunch because they got some tight ends, never had wide receivers.
The other thing you got to remember with New England, though, is the fact that they had more.
They didn't get a running back, did they?
I don't know. But they had more people opt out of the season than any other NFL team.
Right. I mean, I get that. But I'm just saying, I don't think that the additions, especially with Mac, it's kind of designed for you to keep that if they're going that way, that same Brady style where hitches, curls, slants,
nickel and
tight
dime
end, right? Tight end passes because you don't have anybody on the outs right now. He got a decent line that you're putting him behind, a decent one.
What you have to remember though is Belichick is a system guy,
right?
And so that system works regardless of
it does. And I feel like Matt could,
as long as you've got a quarterback that can put the ball on the money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Matt can short yardage. He can short yardage. Matt can put.
That's
it on
what the
money.
Patriots do.
Right.
He still got Cam Newton, so he don't have to start this year.
Right. No, I don't think he starts unless Cam gets hurt.
Right.
Or unless
which could definitely happen.
Yeah. No
right. That's fucked up.
I actually think that it's not even going to come. I don't think it's going to come down to Cam getting hurt. I think it's going to come down to his performance for real. Like this is it. Yeah, this is it for Cam. Like if he doesn't show himself, man, he's gonna be running behind. He's gonna be a backup quarterback.
That's what I said.
For the future.
The little nigga from the summer camp might have been right. He said, "You about to lose your job, though. You about to lose your job." Everybody your job. Everybody thought he was being disrespectful. He was really rubbing the crystal ball like, Cam, focus. I know I'm an asshole. I'm a little bastard talking shit, but you're not focused. Stop worrying about coaching and coach yourself.
But see, I think that's the thing with Cam. Like I think Cam does coach himself. I think he overthinks, and that's his biggest thing. Like he just overthinks.
But right. I'm being hard on him, but I do think he does coach himself. I do think he's one of those players that you can trust. He's gonna work in the off season.
Yeah,
self motivated.
Yeah, I do think that. I definitely agree with that, but it hadn't been enough recently. It just hadn't been enough. And I don't think that it's like your talents have declined so much. It's almost like and I hate to switch sports, but it's also like Aaron always says with Zion Williamson. If you don't learn to shoot a jump shot, you're not going to be good down the line because you're too heavy, you're jumping, you know what I mean? You're real charismatic, you're coming down hard, you're not going to last in the NBA if you don't get a jump shot mid-range game. And Cam may have never developed a mid-range game.
I think Cam's biggest thing, in my opinion, and there's no fact behind it, but when he was in North Carolina and they basically made him stop running, and I feel like we may have talked about this before too, when they made him stop running the ball, that was part of his game. Like that was part of how he got his passes off, et cetera, et cetera. Like that was a part of him. So when they tried to basically adjust him for the long term, which is what what Aaron was referencing with Zion, it just kind of messed him up. So I don't think he's really found his flow yet, like what he can really identify with.
And I don't think it's over for him. That's why he is not long for New England.
It's Michael Vick.
It's Vick. I mean, honestly,
when Michael Vick ran the ball, he was a beast throwing the ball. He was a beast keeping the offense moving. And then when he came out of prison, they tried to make him throw the ball because he wasn't running. They had to ride him.
Right, but Michael Vick had a little bit of accuracy down the field at least.
Right.
I don't see that too much from Cam. Like every now and then he hits a good one, but he's not as consistent,
dynamic,
right? As Mike Vick got the ball there.
But he has to run. Cam has to run to get you open.
Yeah.
Mike also didn't have a line either, so he kind of had to be a Barry Sanders-esque quarterback. You know what I mean? Like he was always on the move trying to get the ball off. Kind of how Russell's playing recently with the Seahawks.
Right.
Well, and unless Cam has weapons, Cam's not going to do that well. I mean, when he had Greg Olsen in Carolina, he had Steve Smith Sr. He changed his name. He put up numbers.
But he had weapons. That goes back to the system he's in.
Right.
He's not a good fit for that system, especially if his strength is throwing on the run.
I said they would have had to change it all the way up if they were going to keep Cam in the Patriots.
Cam is going to end up playing that Tyrod Taylor role. He's going to keep the quarterback seat warm for the next new guy to come in.
He's a gatekeeper now. He's now a gatekeeper quarterback.
My prediction for this year with Cam, I think he's going to surprise people. I think he's going to perform. I think he's going to hold his position all year.
I think so too.
I think he's going to shock the world a little bit.
Because he has all year.
I think he's going to be the starting quarterback all year.
I hope so.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
He does.
Right.
And he had it last year, and he started out with it, and that's why I feel like I'll give him some COVID peas.
But you know what I'm going to tell you? My two teams, I'm going to tell you right now, mark it down. The two teams I'm watching the most, I see them in the end, is the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns
Brownies.
Are impressing me, man. I'm impressed with I'm impressed with the Browns.
Arizona Cardinals has put something together over the last 2 years that it's phenomenal to me.
I mean, I'm excited to see a Bills, Browns AFC Championship game. Assuming
I'm calling like I see
one of us can knock off.
That would be good. I wouldn't mind seeing that
with the Browns advancing.
I'm just saying, when I see Arizona, man, they put together a hell of a defense. With J.J. Watt going over there, and you just picking up that Xavier Collins to go along with what's it Smith? What's the other guy? Simmons, the other linebacker.
Who are we talking about?
Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
With Arizona Cardinals, you gave him
Pops,
a little bit.
J.J. Watt is not going to make it through a full season.
You don't
I give him 4 games.
If he can sit him, he'd be all right.
They need to go ahead and sit him until they need to sit him early.
He the Blake Griffin of the NFL. You gotta sit Blake. He's effective, but sit him until you're ready to use him.
Right. Sit him till playoffs.
I think he'll have a couple of years.
JJ's still got enough explosiveness. You could bring him in third down.
No, I agree. But how much?
Change the scenery.
Yeah, he doesn't need to.
Scenery.
He doesn't need to be playing inside. That's for sure.
No, a change of scenery.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
The man's going down. All those braces he has on, little Robo. No, he's going down.
They called him RoboCop.
Yeah, he's going down.
My guy. What's poppin'?
Yeah, ain't nothing, man. I said, let me hurry up and jump on here, man. I have to, get situated.
I know you did. I ain't mad at you. You next up on the list, so get ready. But who was the last pick we was talking about?
It's been a minute.
Right.
I wanted to
I think the last picks we were talking about were the Browns, and then we kind of moved.
Yeah, we got the Browns.
We went on a tangent. We took a side trip.
So okay.
Oh no, weren't we talking about Mac? Because we were talking about Cam.
Right.
Yeah.
Cam Newton did post a picture a day ago on Instagram of a Kendrick Lamar quote. He said, "It's always me versus the world until I find out it's me versus me." And they feel like that's a slight after they drafted Mac Jones on why he posted that quote and a picture of himself in the mirror.
mean, it could be. It definitely could.
I come back to it's a system thing.
Right.
Cam is not a good fit for New England's system. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. It's not the right fit.
Right.
The problem is that I don't know who would be at this point.
I think Mac Jones fits
Garoppolo.
that.
Garoppolo,
and I think Mac Jones fits that.
I mean, who is a good fit for Cam at this point?
A fit for Cam.
Yeah.
Chicago Bears.
Who just drafted a quarterback.
I know it, but you guys know who's a good fit.
But you got you got to get rid of Andy Dalton then. Because Andy Dalton or Cam Newton would be a better person.
Mentor.
Mentor.
He'd be a better mentor for Justin Fields.
Period.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, style of play and everything. Yeah, that makes sense.
I put Cam Newton in Philly with him and Hurts. I think he could.
Yes, I put him in Philly too.
That would make sense too.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I could see him in
and that makes more sense for Philly's.
That does make sense.
Yeah, I'd love to have a Cam Newton, just that veteran. Because
Right.
when Vick was there. Yeah,
that makes
perfect sense. The other side is
that's a good call, Mal. That was a good call.
Yeah,
not to be biased, obviously.
Great.
No, but
Throw Cam on another team with no wide receivers. Good idea.
They got Devontae now.
He can toss the ball up to himself.
He gonna get Devontae killed. Now Cam is not accurate over the middle. We're not giving Cam the shot to throw it to Devontae.
I don't think Philly's done.
Nah, we're not. And like I said, Jalen Hurts made nothing out of something last year when nobody.
Jalen Hurts is y'all's go. Y'all just need somebody to mold him a bit. You can't have him by yourself.
Right.
You can't have him by yourself.
Veteran backup.
Matter of fact,
like Cam Newton.
Nope. Right. Even worse. Good segue to my guy Callie's team, the Jets. You had Sam Darnold there by himself. That you didn't give him nobody, not even.
He
a
had
receiver.
No protection.
He had
he didn't
not
have
a protection, not a receiver, not a
Nothing.
mentor,
not
a GM. They switched.
But it's
GMs.
one of those things, man. I was all down for like trading back out of 2 and stocking up on the draft picks and just giving Sam Darnold something to work with because we could have got the same people we got. We could have got the lineman. We could have got a better receiver, and we would have had another maybe 2 or 3 first-round draft picks.
Right.
I mean, it's the 5th-year option with Sam, and then you got to think Joe Douglas. He didn't draft Sam, so you know how that is when a new GM come in.
Right.
They want their guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then they want a fresh start because what they doing is they making sure that their contracts last a little longer.
Right.
Because, you get the rookie card, you get the rookie quarterback. So now we could at least, have him on a cheap deal, build around him. I mean, and so far, it seems like Joe Douglas know what he's doing, man. I like the moves that he made. I didn't really get a chance to catch the rest of the draft today. So I ain't even see the rest of the picks we did.
Let me see. I had
drafted 3 safeties.
Who did?
The Jets.
We drafted safeties?
3 safeties.
Let me see.
3 safeties? Are you serious?
And 2 corners. Y'all drafted 5. You drafted an entirely new secondary.
But in all fairness,
okay. Well, our secondary was trash.
They did get Elijah Vera Tucker. In all fairness, who's a great offensive line.
That was good. Yeah, I feel like that was, and then the Elijah Moore. I think that was a good pick too.
Elijah Moore was nice, bro. That's what I'm saying. They slept on him. On him.
And you got to think, man, like we got so many holes to fill, man. We starting from a blank canvas there, man.
Right.
Now,
I want to see that continue, though.
Listen, now here's my question.
Oh, yeah, this thing.
Here's my question, because it's very clear now, right, that they know they did not give Darnold that help, right? So they gave Zach Wilson the first 3 picks to let him know, like, okay, this is for you,
Right.
and then the rest is we're gonna take care of. Why didn't they do that with Darnold?
Damn.
It was a different GM.
And Cliff,
It was a different GM at the time.
Go ahead, Shay. My bad.
No. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Shay, to your defense, but Stephen A. Smith even said it. Adam Gase was high. They said he was high when they hired him. He had no sense. He didn't do a damn thing in New York.
Terrible.
That's the whole. Shay, am I lying?
He said he
got drafted. He got drafted when we had a different GM. That GM was terrible. So, and then we had Todd Bowles. He was a defensive. 3. Yeah, I mean, you got to think, man. Our reputation with trying to develop quarterbacks is not very great, man.
I would like to see that trend continue personally.
No.
Shut the fuck up, Buffalo.
He's a Bills
Buffalo.
fan. He's a Bills fan. That's why he's talking.
Shut up, Buffalo.
So y'all can keep.
I ain't got too much beef with Buffalo, man. You know what I mean? My thing is just I just don't like the damn Patriots. You know, seeing Buffalo do good I was like, that's cool, man. Because you know, I know that feeling, man. When you've been in the trenches so long, to finally get back at it.
30 damn years.
Listen,
man.
Britt,
30 years.
Britt might
Y'all
be
ain't been good since
the
Jim Kelly.
nicest out of all of us at the moment. I'm telling you.
The Browns.
Yeah, she might be sitting the nicest out of. She's soaking
the Browns.
up her
The Browns.
D right now, knowing that this season about to be good for her.
And the Browns got, you know, this is the first time that the Browns had some type of cohesion and consistency.
They had a draft strategy too. That was crazy.
They actually went and got what they needed. They needed secondary. They went and got and addressed that ASAP.
You are right,
I'm like, okay.
That was actually the same. I mean, I like the Browns draft for the same reason I like the Bills draft. They made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some Buffalo
that's
did
why I gave him
terrible for 20 years.
I gave him an A on the.
Hey, what was your draft? What was your ranking for Cincinnati, man? Because they did that dumb shit.
I give him an A.
You gave Cincinnati an A?
You like
Chase?
I like that draft.
Oh man, I thought they was gonna get some protection for. I didn't, like I said, I'd see the first round and 2 for Cincinnati. Yeah, I thought they was gonna go get the kid from Oregon, Penei Sewell. That's what I thought they was gonna get, and then they messed around and didn't even do it.
It made sense though to get Chase.
They got Chase and they got offensive linemen. So
they did get offensive linemen later on.
They got offensive linemen, so I can't go bad against that.
But to Malcolm's point, though, he called it. He said it's a reunion night. Everybody gonna be reunited with their team. I feel like they could have passed up on Jamar Chase, and it wouldn't have been a lot of teams that would have picked him for the simple fact they were looking for their connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they might have been able to get him a little later, not much later.
I wouldn't take that choice. I wouldn't have took that
You wouldn't
chance.
have took the chance, but I mean, Penei Sewell first though.
I'd have took Chase. That's his man.
You got
I was gonna say. I think they was listening to the quarterback. I think they was listening to Burrow. Yeah, Burrow said.
Like Mike said, it don't mean nothing if you on his back.
You can't throw from your back.
That's true.
Hey, but they got offensive linemen. They picked up offensive linemen.
Yeah, they get them late. And I did say that as well. That it's heavy alignment, heavy draft.
You can't say how bad it was. Hey, Brady came out in the 6th round, superstar. Right. So you can't say just because the offensive lineman that you wanted ain't as good as the offense they got.
Right.
So, they ended up drafting 3 offensive linemen.
Right.
And like 4 defensive linemen.
Right. Yeah.
That's a strategy I like right there.
I know you're a big ass dude. You big motherfucker.
Who would you guys say had the worst draft? Like, who was just
the Raiders?
I don't think so. I
give an F on top of F. Because, if you take this year's draft, that means you pretty much shit on last year's draft.
Well, see, this is the way I'm thinking. And I guess we can get there. I wasn't quite done with the Jets, but I guess we can get there. The only reason
of Raider Nation.
You said you about to hop off?
Yeah,
before you do, hit the showers. Give me your Bills record prediction.
12-4.
12-4, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
that's about what they had this year.
Yeah, I
think they're going to be more.
Hold on. We played? Don't we play what we played the NFC South and the AFC South this year? If I'm correct, right?
I think that's right.
You talking about
In
the
Talking about
Jets?
the AFC East as our division. You know, every year that one division plays two
Right.
other divisions. I'm pretty sure we played because I know we play because I remember seeing Brady versus Patriots. So that means that, and we playing the Panthers this year too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
One of our losses is it's going to be Kansas City. So
y'all got to play the Buccaneers.
Yep, and Tampa. So there's two of them.
And you guys play the Browns this year?
Yeah, they play the Browns. Yeah, they play the Browns.
Put the Browns on there as a loss. Go ahead.
That's right.
Well, honestly, I wish the Browns would have beaten the Chiefs because the Bills would have tore the Browns.
No, we would have tore you guys up. Once we came off the Chiefs, you guys was gonna be easy work. Easy work. I was like, if we can make it past this hump, we going to the Super Bowl.
We'll find out, won't we?
Well, schedules come out May 11th, May 12th for all NFL.
Hey, where's that game played?
The Browns Bills?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Where is that at?
Yeah, if it's in Cleveland, that'd be
that sounds like we ought to be getting tickets.
The showers in Cleveland. That's a good catch.
That would be a great.
That would be a great thing to go at. I would love that.
That's a good catch, Pop. We might have to look into that.
Hey, we can get tickets. We can get nosebleeders and just laugh.
No, we gotta get in that dog pound. We gotta get in that dog pound.
Hey, I'm down. I'm definitely down to go to a game.
I'm down. We get there. Y'all find it. I'll pay my ticket.
Right.
Yeah, we need
whatever
to look
game y'all want to pick, man. I'm down for that, especially if it's Cleveland or Cincinnati.
Right.
Do the Raiders play Cincy this year?
No, Raiders play Cleveland though.
Yeah, I think they do play.
The Raiders play Cleveland.
We play y'all again. We play y'all. We play y'all
every other year.
We played last year, didn't we?
This motherfucker hopped off quick. Didn't he hop off quick?
He said,
what was this hit the showers?
He didn't want to talk no more. He's got out.
I'm gonna have to text him. What the fuck was this hit the showers?
Brittany got him riled up when she said the Browns would have made them slightly.
Go knock him out.
Oh, and I would love to go see that. That's the game I would. Oh, you said what's hit the showers? So, of course, the show is called Hit the Showers, but at the end of the show, we give, like, your Hit the Showers is like your donkey of the day, as Malcolm puts it. Like, the dumbest move, like, why the fuck did somebody, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, I still don't know who mine's going to be at the end, but that's at the end of the show. We ain't pressed. But I want to know who his was since he hopped off. Let me text him real quick.
Buffalo. He couldn't even argue. That's why he got off.
Right.
He's like, oh shit, they want to go to the game. Fuck that, I'm out.
Man, you stupid, Pop. Oh, you ain't never met Callie? That's my Pop. Pop, that's
Yeah, I met your dad before.
Oh, okay.
I met your dad on numerous occasions. I've been to the house in Canal and everything.
I was probably drunk every time that was.
I know, yeah, because me and Ashley had came. I think it was for your sister's graduation. I want to say something like that. I remember they had a cookout. There was something in the backyard going on. I want to say it was graduation.
That's exactly what that was.
Yeah, I remember.
I forgot all about that.
Yeah. Now I met him, and also it was always like an event going on. You know, obviously
that was a turn.
I tried to get him to come out with me the other night, man. I paid all this beer and everything Friday night, but they couldn't make it.
Oh man,
that wasn't
Thursday
Friday,
night.
Thursday, and that's why, because I gotta work. And listen, I know how it goes.
He can't drink and think.
Listen, going out with
I was tore up.
Going out with him, man. You better.
I spent $135 just on beer. Wasn't even no food. I just drank it.
No, I can't do it. Not on a weeknight. He ain't gonna get me in no trouble.
I'm trying this out right here. It's like
I got these new ones.
8% IPA right here.
You got that from that drive-through?
No, I got this from the Kroger.
I gotta leave Brittany. She don't want to talk about drinking.
Okay.
This the Laguintas, but they got this new one. It's like a citrus IPA. It's like 8% alcohol. It's all right so far, man. Listen, it still ain't as good as that Technicolor or that snake oil, but it's good.
I've been looking for something new.
Hey, Cliff, I think to answer Mike's hit the showers, I feel like it was probably Brittany and her Browns. I feel like that was his whole.
You can't hit the. They can't hit the showers. They ain't.
Mike was pissed.
They can't hit them right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm impressed with the Brownies right now.
Oh yeah,
I'm impressed.
They're riding high right now.
Yeah, I like the Browns.
It will only be hate if I said anything negative about what the Browns is doing. But
I like the Browns this year.
Pops didn't quite. Well, I'm sorry, I skipped. Trayvon Morrig, the best safety in college football, to the Raiders.
I like that, but like I said earlier, the reason why I say that and I don't like what the Raiders did is because what about last year? All the DBs we bringing in, we tried to get better last year. So basically, what you're telling me is we're just scrapping all our DBs. You brought all these DBs in this year.
Well, at
the
safety,
develop them,
and we don't have no linebackers. Come on, man, we don't have no linebackers.
Linebackers was one of the weak spots from before. I remember that.
Y'all had a linebacker.
They didn't address that, did they?
Yeah,
they had a linebacker.
No.
And then the people that we picked.
Oh yeah, they did have one.
Didn't they, Shay? He went to Chicago.
We traded this.
Well, that's the next topic.
2 rounds later. It don't make sense to me.
Yo, they was tripping. Hey,
Corey got life. But who are these other guys? I don't even know who these other guys are. I mean, I just found out about Divine Diablo because
I knew a little about him. I didn't
know about him. But I'm thinking like here, and then we get this guy. What's his name? Gil, whatever his name is. Sean Wade, who was a beast at safety. Now he's a horrible corner, but you pick up a safety that should been picked up in the 6th round, and you got Sean Wade still on the board. I just not feeling it.
Well, here's my question, y'all. And I'm gonna keep picking on this with y'all.
Yep.
How y'all got Mike Mayock,
right,
former NFL draft guru? Which I don't care what. I know he's not on here. I don't care what my father-in-law Mike Brown says. That has to be one of the reasons y'all hired him to be a GM. Was he's gonna have expertise for the most part when it comes to the draft. I don't understand how. Like I didn't see y'all's draft picks. So I don't want to speak to too much. But if y'all aren't happy with it, or it sounds like Pops isn't overall. Do we blame that on Mike Mayock?
I'm gonna tell you why. You know what it is? It's LeBron James theory.
Explain.
John Gruden is the coach.
Right.
He came in and got rid of everybody. You know what? They said he only won his championship
I
because
understand exactly what you're saying.
He wanted everybody because Tampa Bay's team was Tony Dungy. So when he came to Oakland, he made sure he got rid of everybody that was not his choice. He cleaned the whole house up. You got rid of Amari Cooper. You got rid of Khalil Mack. You got rid of now you're getting rid of Hudson and everybody else. You clean the whole table off. Now you bring everybody that you choose to do it. So now let me ask you a question. If I'm the coach and Mike Mayock comes in and Mike Mayock makes the picks and you start doing good, then your next question that they'll be saying to you is the only reason why you win is because Mike Mayock made those picks.
Right.
I was gonna say it sounds like it's a power struggle, like Gruden is on a power trip.
He got little man syndrome.
You know Gruden is a power struggle because he's Trevor Lawrence of coaches. He was like, I don't have to come back to coach. Give me money. Give me money. And that's how he got the contract he got.
And I don't even think I felt like that was a reach when they did that with him.
What you say, cuz?
I said I felt like that was a reach when they did that to get John Gruden. They could have got like a young up-and-coming coach.
They should let Del Rio.
Was what, 10 years removed from the game?
He said Del Rio, Pops.
Del Rio was winning.
Yeah, he was.
Del Rio, I would
Del Rio won the first year. The second year, he had a few bad picks. He started messing up. Now you go against Washington's defense, and what you got? You got trouble.
But Del Rio, I think we can all agree that whether it's Del Rio, Rich Gannon, Derek Carr, Aaron Brooks, we can go through the list. None of them guys were your guys to win y'all that ring, and that's why it's been so long.
I think Del Rio would have got us better than John Gruden.
I can't speak on that. I don't
because he was winning.
I feel like he was.
Right, I can't.
Del Rio was doing good.
That's a toss-up, man. That's a toss.
One bad season.
But we can also say that Del Rio wouldn't. Well, it doesn't matter if you don't like the draft.
Right.
Because I was about to say we can also say that Del Rio wouldn't have the leverage to get the picks that were just pulled off in this.
So what you gonna do with why you waste your first round pick on David Arnett? What you got all these DBs coming in now.
But you only got one corner though.
Right.
You only got one corner though, so you can still keep Arnett.
No, we got a bunch of corners.
No, I'm saying in this coming draft.
Corner.
In this
draft, we took Illinois' corner, we took Missouri's corner, and we took. Look at it.
I'm gonna look at it too.
Yeah, let me pull it back up.
But I'm telling you right now, what happened to Malik?
I wish I would have had a chance to watch everything.
Malik Robinson was supposed to be a top defensive back, and now he's supposed to be a nickel.
Yes.
Now they don't. Where's he go?
I missed some today. I missed today's shit too.
I see today.
Yeah, that's what's
I
not
see.
bothering. I'm going based off everything from yesterday.
Right.
Malik Robinson's a wasted pick.
The day before.
Yeah, we only got one corner, Nate Hobbs.
Right.
The rest are all safeties.
And two safeties.
So what you doing with the safeties then? What's the point of the safeties?
Why they get so many safeties? They're gonna convert.
That's my
both.
point.
We got three safeties, Malk. We got three safeties.
But you got Jonathan Abram, Heath, Joseph,
Carl Joseph, right?
And then you got Joseph, Abram.
Well, let me tell you something.
Heath.
Y'all running like a dime or nickel defense or something?
Well,
you're right.
Diablo's supposed to be moved to a linebacker anyway. So
and he's already small.
Well, no, he's 6'3", 226.
So what about Tanner Muse? So Tanner Muse was picked last year.
He's linebacker. You moved him to linebacker already. He's already a linebacker.
But my point is, you're getting ready to move. You just said Diablo to linebacker.
So now we're covered.
Whose spot is he taking? Whose spot is Tanner Muse taking?
Oh no, they're gonna have to battle for it. It's not gonna be a.
Tanner Muse is a wasted pick.
It was.
Vick Robinson, wasted pick. Safety.
Tanner Muse was a wasted pick. I think it's going to be more wasted picks this year than last year, though.
So my point is, you're picking up
less
the same
information
thing you
now.
took last year. That's wasted picks. We didn't even pick a linebacker.
I mean, so what kind of are y'all running like a hybrid kind of defense or a dime defense? Where y'all running
they don't know what kind of defense they're running.
That's point is, like for y'all to have that many defensive backs, I'm figuring that y'all must be running like a hybrid.
They're gonna move.
They're gonna move linebackers.
You know what? You know what though? The reason, and I'm just thinking about
maybe like a 4-6.
It's a surprise defense.
I'm just thinking about this though. But you remember? I know Malk remembers because you've been on there all the shows with me. I said the Raiders need a coverage linebacker. They can't let those passes go across the middle like they had been doing, right?
That's what Tanner Muse.
Now listen, Tanner Muse wasn't it. Tanner Muse.
David White.
Tanner Muse was a good hitter, he'll break up a pass, but he's not. That's why they put him at linebacker.
But that was my point. We wasted picks last year. You just eliminated the picks last year.
You did say last year.
So basically, what we did this year is we made it for last year. You see what I'm saying? We wasted picks. That's why I'm not giving this a good pick because I'm like, man, you basically told me my last year's pick was a fuck up.
So, well, I know my dad already answered it. This question goes out to everybody else. Malcolm Kuntz out of Buffalo. Could it be the new coming of Khalil Mack?
Oh, I don't even know the dude. I'm gonna say no.
I say no. But then what you gonna put? What you gonna do on Max Crosby? What you doing Cleveland Farrell? What you doing?
Right.
Ngakwe. I mean, what is the point of picking up another defensive end? I don't get it. When we
he's a hybrid though. He's a linebacker and
defensive end.
He's an edge rush linebacker. You said what, cuz?
That's a pickup that they just made in the draft. Or you talking about he was already on the roster?
They just got picked in the draft, 79, round 3.
Round 3.
He the best edge rusher
round 3.
Khalil Mack.
For real?
Stats at Buffalo. So
I'm not sure who PayPal is in the chat, but shout out to them. They said, look, I get teams didn't want linebackers this year, but Emo Parsons and Bolton were the best pure linebackers in the draft. I'm not sure who those linebackers were personally.
Emo Parsons and Bolton. Where they
Parsons is the one that got drafted to
Parsons
Dallas.
got 2 picks before us.
Not Penn
Parsons
State.
was to Dallas, right? From that was the kid from
Dallas.
Penn State,
We
right?
traded up for losers. Why didn't we trade up for? We're gonna trade. Why didn't we trade up to get Parsons?
Oh yeah, Parsons. Yeah.
Or Xavier Collins.
See, I wanted.
They saying that he got some.
I wanted.
They said that he got a little bit of issues though too, but he should fit right in with Dallas. They say he got a little. Might be smoking a little bit of weed and shit like that.
Well, now ain't it legal? Oh no,
it's illegal in the NFL. They don't test for it no more.
Yeah.
But they
was about to lose all their players.
They was about to lose all their players to opiates, to pain pills, to Perkins. They was popping perks and putting their helmet on, strapping up their.
Oh, I believe it. I believe
well,
it.
Man, they've been doing that since fall.
They in pain. They in a lot of pain.
That's the best way to play. No, I'm just.
First time I ever heard about Percocets and Vicodins was from Brett Favre back in the day.
Yeah.
They say he was taking Perks and Vicodins.
Yeah,
he
Brett
he
was
came
taking
out
those
saying
with a
he's
beer.
addicted to them joints.
With a beer, right? You right, Brett.
I was like, what the fuck is a perk or a bike? I'm like, I was back home in New York. I'm like, I don't know nothing about that stuff.
Right.
Like,
Brett Favre was out there.
Brett
slinging
knew.
the ball.
He put us on.
that's why he got that damn Iron Man. Why you think he got
They
that
talking about
Iron
rap
Man
music.
3,000
Get
games
Brett
straight? Because
Favre.
he was high.
Right.
He was in there, man. That's why he got that gunslinger mentality. He's like, fuck it, I don't care. Just throwing that shit around.
Man.
Off them V's.
That's why he was throwing all them interceptions.
Exactly why he's throwing all them interceptions.
Yeah, he got tore up.
He ain't even know till the next day.
I'm done with Princess. You stupid as hell.
I feel like, honestly, with y'all's Raiders defense, though, I feel like unless we're talking about a Khalil Mack, Warren Sapp, Charles Woodson, I feel like y'all been struggling.
I don't care what my pops say. I don't care what my pops say. I don't care what my pops say. I like the picks. I feel like we all needed coverage, and what you did was pick all coverage. You picked coverage backs that still hit too is a good thing in my book. So,
you think that defense is going to be a championship defense?
No, but you can't make it that as low as they were the year before. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't just jump in, especially out of the draft.
Right.
To
Does
make
that have
a
the potential?
Yeah. No, but I do feel like the way, and this is now, mark my words here, Mark, because this is the first time you're ever going to hear me say something good about Derek Carr.
Okay.
Derek Carr, as much as I do not like him, he is a gunslinger.
He is.
He's going for points. Yeah,
he does throw that ball.
Derek Carr puts points on the board. He does do that. He doesn't do it the way I like it.
Right, he'll sling the ball.
He'll fuck up 40% of the time. But 60% of the time he's slinging that ball, and
I still think he's like the next. He's not the top 10, but he's like the next tier under that.
Right, he's
top
like
15,
a B
top 20, top 20 quarterback.
He definitely he's definitely top 20. You're not gonna pick.
That's not saying much, though.
No, that's not saying much at all. I want him out of there. I do want him out of there.
I think he's had his time. I think it
I'll
might be
give
time
him
to
top
go.
15.
I give him top 12. I think he
in the top half of the quarterbacks.
He can't win you a Super Bowl. He can't win you a playoff, but he can get you there.
I mean, I think he could if he got the defense.
If he had a defense, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if he had a good defense. But that's why I go back to what I said. The reason why I say this is because what happened to all them players we just had? What was the point of re-signing Heath? What was the point of re-signing? We got Amik Robinson. What's the point of drafting Arnett first in the first round? What's the point of holding on to Isaiah Johnson?
Aces in a hole, though.
So all these players that you bringing guys in, you get rid of half your. I just don't understand.
Listen, I was waiting on the first team that would hoard draft picks, and then say, "Oh, you need a safety? I got 3. How much you gonna pay for it?"
I don't know.
And I would love for the Raiders to be that team. That would be
who's our linebackers?
Huh?
Who's our linebackers? Our star linebacker is Nick Wachowski. He was a halfway starter for Chicago Bears.
Right, and you moved Tanner Muse to line. That let us know we were desperate.
And then you got these other, like Nicholas Marr was a walk-on.
I get it, but I do think it's a good.
He couldn't tackle himself.
How you doing?
And we didn't pick up one linebacker in the whole draft. I don't get the logic. I just don't.
You are right.
I was gonna say, what was y'all needs like outside of obviously safety?
Linebackers, safeties, linebackers. That's it. Well, I would have got a corner. That's why I'm not mad at the what's the name?
That was the first pick y'all had was a corner, right?
First pick was Leatherwood, the offensive tackle.
Offensive tackle, yeah. And they saying that was a bit of a reach, right?
You know what's funny though is I was on the Raiders report, and you know how on Facebook they'll give you like the where you could vote on what the pick was, and it was A, B, C, and D, and I voted a C pick. They said 39% of people voted C, 32% of people voted B, and 10% voted D. And I was thinking that's kind of it's not shocking because we did get rid of Trent Brown and got the issues with Incognito. I get all that. But like I've been saying in the draft, that just wasn't the lineman I was looking at.
Okay, what about the center? The last pick was a center, and we picked up a free agent center that was supposed to be top notch.
Yeah, you are right.
And they said we had a center on the team that was top notch, but we need a right tackle.
But we also don't know the politics, Pops. We don't know if they don't like the dude that, you know what I mean? Because listen, Mayock may be a draft guru, and he may be just not drafting what the team needs, but the vibes of the team too. That's not a good fit. We may need a backup if the same reason why Buffalo brought Trubinsky in behind Allen, because Allen runs very reckless. You may need somebody else to cover it.
I give you that, but see, my point is, this is why I don't like the draft. It's because, like you said, we picked up 5 DBs. But last year we picked up 3 DBs. So my point is,
right.
That's 8 DBs and 2 drafts.
Right.
That's a lot.
1 year we wasted.
Basically, you're saying you don't know what you're doing.
You're right.
You got to pick up 8 DBs.
Yeah, that's seems like you picking them,
whole
but you ain't getting
defense
them right,
sucks.
then you picking them again.
I follow.
Yeah, your whole DB sucks. Your whole defense sucks, and you picking up 8 DBs.
I'm following now.
That's my point. I can't give you a good grade.
Yeah, once you lose confidence in the person that's making the picks, it's hard to ride with. It's like one of those you got to prove me wrong situation. Like, you already done fucked up, so now it's like, you're gonna have to prove me wrong, because everything that you do, I'm gonna be looking at it with a side eye.
Right.
Once you already. Yeah.
I don't know where you're going. Your first pick was Damon Arnett, and you're basically saying you're done with him already.
That's the Al Davis curse.
I don't get it.
That team was doomed.
So speaking of that, but you're a Philly fan, right, Malcolm? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Get at him.
What's going on with that coach situation, man?
Man,
it seems like y'all got like
they about to bring Nick Saban in there.
Stuff going on.
All them Alabama players they just picked up. Nick Saban about to be the next motherfucker they bring into Philly.
Listen, Shay. When I heard, bruh, you should have seen the episode when we talked about when they first introduced that coach from the new coach, head coach. And I seen this press interview, bro, and he was giving it. And he's fucking stuttering all over the place, and then talking about the other day to be competitive because guys playing Jeopardy and shit and doing rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I said, man, y'all just hiring anybody.
He's seen
y'all just hiring.
Clearly.
But not too many people, not too many high caliber coaches wanted that job because of the ownership. Like, because they feeling like they too meddling at this point. Like, I thought, man, I'm like, yo, if y'all got rid of Wentz, I thought y'all was going to keep Doug Peterson or vice versa. So too. It should have been one or the other, not both.
They got both.
They got rid of both. That was like...
The thing that I was confused on, y'all, is what's that? Is it Eric Bieniemy, the black coach that never got signed from the Chiefs?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Why didn't nobody take him? Whether it be my Eagles, why didn't nobody pick him up? Or even your Jets when they signed, why didn't nobody take this man?
That was a good question. I thought that he definitely would have got hired. I feel like it's some old racist shit going on with that one to me.
It is.
Because I mean, even with Robert Saleh, I mean, I was like, all right, cool, because everybody was raving over him. But once I started realizing like everybody was talking great about him, you know what I mean? All the players love playing for him and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But yeah, I wanted Eric Bieniemy personally. I'm like, yo, we need to hire that dude. Like, you know, you look at the Chiefs offense, you like, yo, the offense is official. Like, of course I wouldn't mind having him as a head coach.
All right.
Bruh, I just feel like, Shay, listen, I don't have high hopes for my Eagles this year. I want us to do well, but realistically, on who they hired, like even from the coordinators and stuff, bruh, it was a bunch of random. It's a lot of that coach's boys, which I get. You're going to try to bring your boys in, like Pop said earlier, with a lot of teams. But yeah, I don't have a lot of faith.
Did I ask you what y'all's record was going to be?
I hope that we're going to be 9-7.
We discussed that before. What their record was going to be.
Okay, that's what
Didn't we give them like 4 wins or something? I think I gave them 4.
97.
I'm not
saying 4.
I can't give out my prediction.
Yeah, I give them 4 wins.
4 wins.
I ain't gonna pick my prediction until I see our schedule and I see the road
5
games,
maybe
the whole home games, because you know having certain games back to back and depending on and our strength of schedule last year was crazy, and I don't think we're gonna have that bad of a strength of schedule this year. Even though we are playing the NFC South, but they're not as good as they was. Drew Brees is gone. You know what I'm saying? So the Jameis Winston, he's just gonna throw hella picks and stuff. So I'm just looking like
I think Jameis Winston is gonna do better than y'all think. Another person who I think is gonna do better than what people think.
I agree.
I don't think he. I I loved him in college before he stole the crab legs.
I think it'd be good in New Orleans.
Winston.
Winston.
Yeah,
I like him
crab
after the
crazy.
crab leg.
But
I like him after the crab leg.
I just didn't. I mean, look at his NFL stats. I mean, the man has thrown more touchdowns or the same amount of, interceptions as touchdowns. Like he's just not his vision.
Decision making.
That wasn't last year.
It wasn't last year because he didn't start. He barely played last year. I'm talking about when he was a
Nah,
starter in
the
Tampa.
last year he started with Tampa. Yeah, he threw like 30 picks.
Yeah.
30,
I thought that was
30
like
touchdowns.
the 2019
I think
season.
I think
Last
he's
time he
what you
started.
guys consider a
Yeah.
gunslinger. Like I think he gets out there and he is going to throw that ball. Like
I think his decision making is just not
Thank
that
you, Shay.
great.
Okay, but
That's
I'm
what saying.
let me say this.
And it's like
here.
the off the field shenanigans makes me feel like, it's like you stealing
That's
crab
too much
legs, you
on
jumping up
top.
on the table, yelling, doing all that dumb
You
shit.
talk
So
about
it's like,
that was
of course
years
you probably
ago.
throw interceptions.
Right, you
His
talking about
decision making not
he
that
didn't
great.
play for New Orleans. He played for Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay, he ain't had nobody mentoring him or nothing.
That's true too. You got Sean Payton now.
Yeah, Bruce
Walks in
Arians
there
though.
with Drew Brees, and Drew
he
Brees
didn't have Bruce Arians.
ass.
Bruce Arians.
He
Bruce
knows.
Arians
Yeah, he had
was
Bruce
there.
Arians.
Bruce Arians was
He had
there
Bruce
last
Arians before
year.
they got
Not
Brady.
but the majority
Brees,
of
the
his
quarterback
time
is a
here.
model.
Oh yeah, the majority of his time. Who was the
It
coach?
was the black coach, right? Was it Bowles? He had a black coach, I thought.
No,
right?
no, Bowles.
You
No,
talking
it
about in
wasn't
Tampa?
Bowles.
Yeah, before Arians came. I'm trying to think. I thought it was a black coach.
Raheem something. Dude that went to Atlanta, I think, something like that.
Yeah, probably.
Raheem Morris or something like that. I want to say his name was.
I think that he's gonna be all right. I think that some of these
I think
some
he'll
of
be
these
good in St.
QBs
Louis.
some of these QBs are
mean
in
New
positions
Orleans?
where
Right,
New
the
Orleans.
Saints.
All right,
Some of these QBs
I
are
get
in
you,
positions
man.
where they cannot afford to not perform, and he's another QB that has to come out and perform.
Yeah,
Like-
he learned from Drew Brees.
But the thing is, he's talented enough to always have a job in the league as long as he don't do no crazy stuff off the field. Because who wouldn't want him as a backup though? Like, you know what? It's like, man, I'm telling you. You remember that year? What was that too? But not
Tell you what, he
last
messed
year
up.
when Donald got injured. Did you
He
see
know
how
they got
hard
Jason
Paul
Hill right
messed up?
behind him.
We didn't even get a first down. We had negative
came
4
in,
yards
Shay?
in the third quarter when Donald got
came in?
injured.
Who came in, Shay, for Darnold?
Man, motherfucking Joe Schmo, the maintenance man.
Flacco, Joe Flacco.
Man, Luke, it was what the dude name? Luke something, man. He was terrible. It was bad.
Let me ask this because the Jets. You guys got a QB, right?
Yeah, we got Zach Wilson now, but we need to get a veteran quarterback in there, somebody that can start the season out.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you.
We got Zach Wilson with the second pick.
Do you feel like he's that his skill level is going to be that much different than Darnold? Like, do you feel like he's going to bring something different to the table besides being a different person?
Hell yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can say that I think he could bring to the table is a fresh start. Because to me, everybody's saying that like he's just that much more skillful than Darnold, and I don't really see it. And I feel like he's just like kind of like a one-hit wonder. Like he got better once the season ended. All of a sudden, it was like his stock just went up. Because during the season, wasn't nobody talking about that dude. I'm still down with. I was always down with the trade out the pick and then just get more picks and keep Darnold. But I think, dude. I think he getting a new coach, new staff. We're bringing in the Shanahan tree offense, so it's gonna be a lot more run play action. Because at the end of the day, that Adam Gase situation, it was just like, man, I just wanted to jump through the TV and just stab him in his neck with a fork, man. I can't stand that dude.
Let me ask y'all a question. Based upon what y'all just said Jameis Winston wasn't no good. But my point is, he came in.
I didn't say that.
No, right.
James.
But Tampa Bay, he came into Tampa Bay with no coaching, helping him, nobody to tutor him, nobody to give him anything. Right. Now he had a year to sit up under Drew Brees, and he knows if he fucks up, Taysom Hill gonna take his spot. So I think it's a better season because he's been coached, he's been tutored. I think he'll have a better year.
I agree.
Yeah, I think he should. Only thing that he really need to do is just clean up on the interception. That's the only thing that he has to do.
Right. I agree.
It's not like he was a bum to begin with. He ain't no bum.
Got a better receiver.
A better receiver?
Nah, he has a receiving core.
He has
But Bruce Arians was run that risk it, no biscuit bullshit. Tom Brady came in was like, no, I ain't with all that. Bro.
Right.
Like, we about to do this way.
He struggled too a little bit.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That is.
You got to cut him some slack.
Yeah.
Tom Brady did struggle them first
Did
3
struggle for a while.
games.
Yeah, when he was trying to
3-4
run that
games.
brisket biscuit stuff, and he was like, "Nah, I ain't fooling with this, bro." So they have to marry the I won't say the Patriot way, I say the Tom Brady way.
He said, "I want the vegan playbook. This is not.
Right.
This is not.
Yeah, it's not my style." But he has that rank where he can do that, obviously.
Right. That's that LeBron mentality.
I think Winston will be all right. I think his downfall will obviously still be Brady because they're still in that division. I don't think they'll win the division. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, to be honest with you either. I think they'll probably be 8-8. I
think Atlanta might be. I think Atlanta and Carolina is going to be a lot better than people think.
I think
so
too.
That's my nephew.
Atlanta did good in the draft.
I agree.
I mean, that
with
Pitts dude is a beast, and they still got they talking about trading Julio Jones though, right? And he on the trade block at this point.
There's talks about it, but they
say he's gonna be too much of a cap hit on the salary.
Yeah,
Right,
they said
right.
it'd be in June if they.
But I didn't know they would.
Okay. They said June because of cap.
I got one we ain't talking
ahead,
about yet, which threw me off was what's going on with Jacksonville and Tim Tebow playing tight end.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
They're
right?
not gonna do
Yeah.
it.
And that's all because Urban Meyer.
I didn't think they was gonna pick him up either. They might.
They already said it.
Urban
Meyer
Meyer.
moved down the street. Meyer moved in his neighborhood.
Yeah, Urban Meyer and him are 3 doors down from each other. They say.
Right.
Oh yeah. If he don't end up playing, he's gonna end up on the coaching staff or something.
Right.
He
And
gonna,
they
he
love
gonna bring
Tebow,
him in
boy.
that organization one
Tebow will.
way. Urban Meyer got the juice right now.
He been playing baseball.
Tebow can do whatever he want to do. I think you know what it is though. I think Tebow is sitting back like any other competitive athlete, and he's looking at people like Gronk, like I can do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can outperform Gronk right now, and if Gronk out here,
I think
still getting love, I can get back out there.
Right.
Shoot,
He was smart. He would have played like Taysom.
Brittany, you said
Tebow's like Taysom Hill.
Outperform Gronk.
I think
I'm saying
can.
like I don't feel like Gronk is athletically
Gronk
the power that he used to be. I think that he is
right.
older and he is definitely on the decline. He's just in the right position right now. Like if he had to go out there and compete for real, like for his position and stuff like that, I don't think he's going to look that good. I think that he has that chemistry with Brady, so it makes it easy. And I feel like
he got that veteran he just knows the little niches to the game where like if you in the red zone, he know that one little move that little bit of separation.
He going over the top, you know.
Look.
Put my hand go up like this, you know what to do, Tom. But I also think that I'm sorry, Pops.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say like Tebow is sitting back. Like I said, didn't they let? I could be wrong, but didn't Jason Witten play this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he is looking at the fact. Okay, you still letting what is different?
Because Jason Witten sucked as a Raider. He was way past his prime.
What I'm saying is
he shouldn't have been playing. He should have stuck to that CBS role.
Well, that's my point. They're letting these tight ends play that really are old and washed up. So Tebow's like, I can probably outperform Jason Witten.
But you also have to think, Brittany, that Jason Witten is now 38. So even when he played, he was still too old. Jason Witten was a known tight end. He ran routes.
30?
So that's what I'm getting to next, Shay.
He's
hold on.
32?
No, he's not, Cliff. He's 33 years old.
33 years old.
Before, right, same month as you, couple weeks
right.
before. Okay? He's never played tight end in his life. And they talked about something undisputed. They gave him a chance years ago before he left the league to say, we'll change your position. What do you want to do?
That didn't mean anything.
I'm out.
That didn't mean anything. Wes Welker was a quarterback.
But he came into the league as a wide receiver, right?
Right.
Tim Tebow has never played tight end in his life. Now he's trying to play a new
getting what
position.
I'm saying, though, that he was a quarterback, though. So it's different knowing what you want to throw to, right? So now, me being the guy that used to throw the ball to the guy running routes, I know where my quarterback wants me to hit because I used to play that role.
See, what I would do was
instead of putting him... That's why Wes did his thing.
See, I think like instead of putting him at tight end, I would use him in that Taysom Hill role like they use dude in New Orleans. He's perfect for that role.
I agree.
You know what I mean? He can throw the ball just enough, but he still give you that run threat.
What you got, Pop?
You think he's a linebacker?
Linebacker? Hell
Yeah,
no,
you could knock him down. Hey, but I got a quick question. What do y'all think about the record that
You try to slide by
Rob Gronkowski pops broke?
he should have never got He should have never got it. He dropped the ball 2 times. He caught it on the third try.
They gave him a third time at Arizona. I thought that.
How many times you catch the ball? 5 times till you catch it? Of course you go.
I thought it was. I thought it was random. I thought that was. I didn't understand why they even.
What are we talking about?
They dropped the ball 100 yards from the air. I believe.
Oh yeah, I did.
No, they dropped it higher than that. It was like the helicopter went up in the air. They dropped the ball down.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Broke the highest catch from some altitude, but he dropped the first 2.
But that doesn't mean nothing.
You can't keep trying, and you messed up.
What do you mean? That's a world record.
He only
3 tries.
You get 1 shot at it.
No,
he
one shot.
He ain't gonna stand all day till you catch it.
He only needed 3 tries.
Right, give him 3 at least, Pop. God damn.
Oh man, come on! And then he celebrated like he did something special. You didn't catch it on the first one. You kept going. You caught it.
Oh,
I can do that. You never said that 20 times. I catch it on the 55th.
You're flashing back to
On the
my
55th.
childhood.
Put an asterisk by that.
Yeah,
please.
Asterisk.
According to Pops. Asterisk.
You ain't doing the first try.
You gotta give him 3, man. You gotta give him 3. From
They made a whole
record.
They made a whole event out of this thing. You think they wasn't gonna let that man catch that ball? They cut the cameras.
Yeah, keep going, keep it. They should have just kept that part to themselves.
Right.
He caught it.
Nah. I respect them for letting us know. In this fake ass world we live in, I respect them for letting us know you dropped 2 and you caught. I'm still impressed. 3.
I think I can catch it myself. I could catch that motherfucker. Even put a hole in my face. That motherfucker been stuck in my eyeball. I caught it though.
Look like a kickoff.
It's stuck in my face, but I got it right here. It's still in my face.
That's like a kickoff time. That's
right,
like a
the
kickoff
little
on steroids.
kickoff holder.
I think my instinct would be to move the fuck out the way.
You're gonna look like Lil Uzi. Had that little.
How y'all feel about this whole Aaron Rodgers situation?
Yes, talk about Aaron, please.
I didn't listen. Let me. Yep, head of your business, Pops. First of all, let me get on my little rant.
Okay.
Because I said it before, he should have taken the shot when he first got out. But what, Britt, I hope you still there because you're gonna get a kick
I'm still
out
here.
of this. What I think happened is he saw what happened to Deshaun and knew that this ain't, listen, the NFL will touch whoever. Just because I'm white, I don't want to take that chance. I'll wait until the last fucking moment until, you know what I mean, type shit. Because if he'd have let them know, like, I'm done, I'm not, no more, I guarantee you, white or not, you would have heard something about Aaron Rodgers doing something he shouldn't have did. I guarantee it.
Aaron Rodgers at Jeopardy doing touchy-feely in the back.
So what makes this particular moment, what makes him not susceptible to that stuff at this moment? Like,
I just think,
you know what I'm saying?
Because it's too quick. Because if they were like, well, now we got this on you, they'd be like, well, wait a minute, wait, what? Are you on some Illuminati, like you holding shit over people's heads, or he just did something yesterday and you caught him that fast? What's going on here? And that's what I think is his mind was at, like, yeah, I can get away if I do it real quick. But if I let them know back in the day, that's enough for them to federal time build a case on me.
I
think it's smart, in my opinion.
So you feel like they did set up Deshaun Watson?
I think that he was definitely. I think he gave him a door to walk through, but I do feel like they set him up for the most part. I feel like he did enough for them to be like, let's go with this. You know what I mean? I don't think that he didn't do nothing. Right. I don't think that he didn't do nothing at all, but I don't think that he did enough to where motherfuckers is like, yeah, you should be trying to bury this man. Nah, not at all.
I don't know.
Definitely try to throw him in the ringer.
So what do you guys think the results of this Aaron Rodgers thing is going to be? Like, how do you feel like it's going to play out?
I think he's going to end up going to San Fran, and they're going to trade Trey Lance and a couple futures.
John Lynch came out with a statement yesterday, I believe, or the day before.
You said what?
John Lynch already came out and made a statement after they drafted Trey Lance. He said, I'm not going to tell a lie. He said, I'll be honest. He said, we did try to pursue Aaron Rodgers, but the Packers just made it clear that it's not happening. They're not like the Deshaun Watson.
Now, listen, let's be honest. I don't care. They can still say Rodgers assaulted a lady on a massage table, but he has more wiggle room than Deshaun Watson does. If he wants to get out there, he's going to get out of there.
I wouldn't want him.
I wouldn't want him in the Raiders, no.
I wouldn't want him, period, because you don't know. Tomorrow he can say, I'm going to be with Jeopardy.
Nah,
he going to say what?
Tomorrow he might be like, I'm going to stay. I'm going to be the main.
I understand what you're saying. You want the loyalty. You want the devotion.
You don't know what he's going to do.
But, nah, I'm not on that. I would.
I mean, the only way he wants out. The only way he's making a comment is because he's a superstar.
He's a good quarterback, though. At the end of the
right,
day,
I'm saying,
of a year.
Quarterback. That's why he can even make the charge to demand a trade.
If you look at statistics, the only thing that separates him and Brady is rings.
I give you that.
He beats Brady in a lot of stats.
I don't see how anybody can say that they don't want Aaron Rodgers. Like, he's only going to make
up for him. You get on your team, you're already a playoff team with him.
Right. He's automatically going to make you better.
Yeah, you're a playoff caliber already. Hell, I'd say trade.
You say that again, Pops.
Good Green Bay Zach Wilson right now. Aaron Rodgers.
Hold up, cuz what you say, Pop?
How many more years does he have left?
He is
2 at the most.
I'm
giving him Brady numbers. I'm giving him Brady numbers.
You gonna give him old man? Well, they are changing the game for quarterbacks. We established
he's 37.
That.
Have you seen him decline?
No,
I don't really feel like he's declined.
He is. He's damn near improving. Damn near.
He's getting better. But the bottom line is, like you said, he's already the host of Jeopardy. He's doing. He's doing things with his life.
That's because I know you.
I'm not. Hey, you don't know what. Hey, any day he can wake up and change his mind.
Yeah, you.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
Yeah, no, I know. That's just you. I know you. You're thinking that way because of you. That's like saying not to take Trevor Lawrence in the first pick. I'd still take him.
I ain't taking Trevor Lawrence on the first pick.
Pops, who you want? Who you want?
He wants someone that.
Who you building your team around?
Right.
Who are you building your team around? You don't want Aaron Rodgers. You don't want Trevor Lawrence.
Zach Wilson. I'll take Zach Wilson.
So you want average?
I took Zach Wilson. I
think Zach Wilson might. I mean, all of these people say he's better than average. I'm just gonna base on what they're saying.
Are you gonna trust it?
Yes.
Callie, you gonna trust
I mean, I'm looking at there's only one dude out there that I ain't gonna say I really trust, but if this dude be spot on about these quarterbacks, he's been like this for some years. Fucking Chris Sims. Chris Sims.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
that dude be spot on with the quarterbacks because he was the one.
In New York, I would have took Zach over Trevor.
No, I wanted Trevor.
I'll take Trevor.
No,
I would take Trevor.
I ain't taking Trevor.
No. His feet are planted. His feet stay planted. Like he's not preparing to run.
Is Brady's feet not planted? He's still
right, but he knows the line he has around him. You can't be a planted quarterback in Jacksonville.
Yeah, because if you put pressure on Brady, you see what happened to him. He pulled up like a lawn.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Trevor's feet are planted. Zach's feet tap. He's tapping like a dancer.
Yeah, because he's behind that BYU offensive line.
Exactly.
If you notice, most quarterbacks that end up being pretty good in the league, they come from smaller schools. They had to do a little bit more. Like dudes that come from Alabama. Deshaun Watson's different. He's a different breed. Like he came from Clemson, but he's a different breed.
I got a question. Where was Trevor Lawrence when he played LSU?
I didn't know he played for LSU.
No, when he played
LSU.
They played
LSU. Played against LSU. He folded like a little kid.
They got
LSU. What did he do when he played against Ohio State this year?
Yeah, he threw a little temper tantrum on the sideline.
Y'all can take Trevor Lawrence all y'all want, but Trevor Lawrence will get his ass kicked.
I mean, Joe Burrow had a stacked team. I think if Joe Burrow.
But Burrow's different. He's different.
Joe Burrow came out. Joe Burrow will run. Joe Burrow will fight. Joe Burrow will scrap. And what did he do for Cincinnati? He got hurt.
Man, and I think that was the worst. That was the worst decision that we ever made. Was overlooking.
He got hurt.
You know what? Thinking about it, I gotta agree with Pops.
He won Rookie of the Year.
I gotta agree with Pops because having that chip on your shoulder just makes you a different type of animal. You know what I'm saying? You more of a beast, like versus the guy that's been winning.
Right. Every quarterback that was good in the league is an asshole.
Right.
So you don't think Trevor Lawrence is an asshole?
Nope. What did he do when he played Ohio State?
Came out in the
what did he play Ohio State? He was on the sideline laughing, sitting on his butt. He was celebrating with his team. He was like, "Oh, we already got one. We won one. We don't care." What did he do with LSU? He was getting his ass kicked. He sat down again. He didn't show me nothing. And what did he say? He said he don't need football.
So you feel like he's not competitive enough?
I don't think he has the heart.
Yeah, but we never seen him in a losing situation.
And then when we do, I see what Pops is saying. Though I know those dots are connected now.
But that's how Joe Burrow.
I'm understanding you.
That's how Joe Burrow was before he got hurt.
No, don't talk about Joe. Don't talk about Joe.
Joe was a beast the whole time. Joe would run.
No, this is not. Let me explain first before we.
Yeah, explain, Chuck.
Before we jump the gun, we're over here like a prosecution team. God damn. So what I'm saying is,
don't be talking about Joe.
Joe Burrow won his whole life, right? Wasn't used to losing when he played. When he went to the Bengals, they sucked. He got hurt. He was frustrated losing. He's like, this is new. This is frustrating. Like, I'm not.
Hey, but he was winning games.
Well, not necessarily. You got to think. He still played in Ohio State and got overlooked. Like, they wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? He got injured when he was supposed to start and he couldn't get that. Then he went. So I feel like the controversy he went through just to get on the field and start. And then his first year was kind of average.
Right. He worked.
Trevor Lawrence been winning. Trevor Lawrence is 34-2 in his whole college career.
Right.
Dude don't really know what losing is.
And he's going to get to know it in Jacksonville.
Yeah, hell yeah, you're going to get to know it in Jacksonville. At least with Zach Wilson, he played at BYU, so they know what losing is.
Right.
You guys, I'm not sure on you guys' perspective right now. And Malcolm, I'm going back to you because you kind of brought it up. Why do you want these players to be accustomed to losing? Like, I want the quarterback that knows nothing but winning. So when they do lose, they don't like that feeling and they got to do something about it. Like, I don't even want a QB that is used to losing all the time because then I feel like they're not going to know how to get the job done.
I'm not going to say losing all the time. I mean,
they're going to be comfortable with that. So it's like,
but I'd rather you lose before you got here so I can see how you respond to losing.
Because it's almost like, and once again, I don't mean to switch sports, but it's almost like Colin Sexton. Like, this is a man that almost won a game playing 3-on-5 in college basketball. He does win, but when you get to Cleveland, it's like, I'm still having fun. You know what I mean? And people got down his throat. Like, what do you mean by you having fun while you losing? He's developing his game. You can't expect to be a first round draft pick and go to a team where you're going to win out the gate.
I got one. I got one. I want all y'all to listen to this one. Just think about this right here. When Tim Tebow won the national championship, they lost. They got their ass kicked. You can look at him on YouTube. He had an announcement. He said, I am sorry, all my Gator fans. This will never happen again. I will be the hardest player. My team will be the hardest player. I will do everything I can to win.
When they won?
That same year, they won a national championship.
Now, I remember they had lost, and then he said, yo, we ain't losing after this no more.
Yeah, no.
We ain't losing after this no more. Okay. And they won the national championship. That's my point. When you got a man and you kick him in his teeth, that dude was on there crying, and he said, God bless. And he won after that. They won the national championship. That's my point. Trevor Lawrence said right there on the sideline, when Ohio State was kicking his ass, he started laughing and joking, sitting on the sideline. He didn't care nothing about the game no more.
Oh, see,
LSU kicked his ass. He sat on the sideline, laughing and joking. He didn't care anymore. You're now in Jacksonville Jaguars, where you ain't got the best. You got a good defense, but you ain't got the best offense in the world, and you got a new coach. And if it don't work out for you, you can't sit on the sideline and be like, "Oh, hey, your teammates will turn on you because this is a professional thing here." He will be done.
Chad Pennington. That's who that reminds me of. You remember? I know you remember him, Callie.
Of course, yeah.
He came out and everybody was thinking he was gonna be the new shit, and he did
He actually
decent.
wasn't
He
that
did
bad,
no,
though.
yeah, he did
Yeah,
do.
Chad wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. He did do decent the first couple years. Then that
And Wayne Corbett, no?
motherfucker fell off.
Hey,
He got injured. Remember, he got injured, and then he went to Miami.
right.
And
He
that
did go to
injury
Miami. He
never really recovered from that injury, really, because he
Okay.
ain't have a strong arm. But he, I think he's still down damn near as the most accurate quarterback in NFL history type shit.
You think?
Yeah, for a season or something like that. Like he had the highest. There's some type of record that he still holds as far as like highest percentage.
That's who I put him in the group with. Like how you do the Flacco Cousins group.
You put who?
I'm putting Trevor Lawrence in the Pennington group.
Blasphemy.
I just don't know how that's gonna work out with Urban Meyer, and I mean everybody just feeling like Urban Meyer gonna come to the NFL and he gonna his college game never even projected to the NFL.
Right.
Every college quarterback that he had didn't do that well except for Alex Smith.
Right.
Exactly.
You are correct.
Hey, it's Trevor Lawrence has to run.
That RPO shit ain't gonna work in the NFL, bro.
You can't run in the NFL.
I ain't never seen him run nothing else but that.
Trevor Lawrence is not a running quarterback. He will run, and that's what happened to Joe Burrow. He will get lit his ass up.
Oh, they gonna light him up.
He gonna lose the chin strap. He gonna lose the chin strap.
I tell you, he better get a shampoo.
Just being the first pick, they gonna have a target on him. Like, oh, welcome to the NFL.
They gonna light him up. They gonna light him up.
Welcome to the NFL.
He ain't make it to Dallas. Go ahead, Brittany.
And I was gonna say they're gonna light him up, and it's gonna be kind of like what Pop said. I don't know that he has the winning mentality. Too many hits for him.
Right.
He might go ahead and give up on. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see him definitely. I ain't saying he's gonna quit, but I can see him giving up in the game. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I could definitely see that because they're gonna put some hits on him.
Wouldn't
for
it feel
sure.
so good to be the guy that knocked Trevor Lawrence out of the season?
They are gunning for him. I'm telling you, they're gunning for him.
Yeah, they will be gunning for him.
Listen, he better be able to flip a shoulder like Sunshine did and remember the Titans, because I don't know.
Man, they gonna pop him. You remember what they did to?
Mac Jones has better stats.
Who?
Y'all remember what?
I think Mac Jones has better stats.
Him or Mac?
Oh, okay.
Jones,
I agree with you on that, Pops. I agree with you on that. I think he's gonna have better stats too.
Jones.
But no, when I was talking about being hit, I was saying, you guys remember what they did to Johnny Manziel?
Oh yeah.
Like they were lighting him up, like he was getting popped. Like
he was running a lot.
Seriously,
popped.
He was trying to run. He was trying to run.
Anxiety. That's where it came from.
And back then, Brittany, I think it's safe to say that y'all's Browns look nothing like they do now when y'all had Johnny Manziel. Nothing.
Well, no, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying like he had a target on his back.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As that number one pick.
Yeah.
That number one pick, he had a target on his back, and I think that they made it a point to show him like, you in the NFL now, buddy. You know, like
he's also very cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was
You know what I
very
mean?
cocky.
He like
man, they would.
Yeah.
They would pop him and just be like, you know, what was he doing? Yeah, they would pop him and just be like,
right. They was doing his. Yeah, they did.
I want to defend myself. Y'all keep saying I'm hard, but the thing is, I'm old school. I'm old school.
You are
old school. I like football players from back in the day. They knock your ass out. They play ball. These new guys are soft and powder puffy, and we, you know, you can't hit the back. Don't touch me. You just can't touch me.
You are
and
right.
When I see teams like you see Trevor Lawrence coming from Clemson, which was a known team for kicking ass. Mac Jones coming from Alabama, known for kicking ass. And you give me somebody like Zach Wilson who comes from a team who's not known for kicking ass, and he's kicking ass. There it is.
Pops, you might want some emotion out of your players. Like you want to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you want that emotion out of them. Like you got to see the blood,
he's
sweat,
a John
and
Gruden
tears.
kind of guy. Pops
Pittsburgh likes to smack you in the mouth. They always got a hell of a defense. Baltimore Ravens, hell of a defense. They get them teams that just like they just kick ass. Pittsburgh, Cleveland finally getting it. Cleveland is finally getting
Cleveland
it.
is gonna be
got
dangerous.
a general manager. They got a general manager that wants people to smack people, and Cleveland is turning shit around. That's
dangerous this year, man.
Cleveland turned it around.
I don't know if we as gritty as some of those other teams yet. We trying, but we ain't.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I think that
Arizona and Cleveland, I'm gonna see them in the end.
Oh wow!
Like, as long
you
as
calling
Cleveland
that?
can get,
Said it again. I said it again.
Calling that, Pop?
I'm saying it.
Arizona, Cleveland.
Yep.
Colin Murray ain't there.
We might have to look
I ain't gonna lie.
We
you
might have
take
to
that one
look
to
up.
Vegas and
That's
bet
what
on
I was about to
joint,
say.
boy,
That's what I was. That's
if that happens.
Cuz that's exactly what I
I'm
was about to say.
right now.
What are the odds?
That up. We may need to look that up because I'll
Look
put
it up,
something
take it
down.
out.
The odds on that is
Hold on. So let me ask y'all a
I'll put
question
something down.
before y'all jump to that. Y'all trying to tell me y'all taking Arizona over Tampa?
I'm taking Arizona over Tampa.
I can see
Cliff,
a bad day happening.
Hold on. Really think this through. If Aaron Rodgers lost in the NFC Championship to Tom
Aaron
Brady,
Rodgers lost where?
At home in Green Bay.
Well, that's assuming he's playing for Green Bay.
No, hold on.
He ain't playing.
I'm trying to make
As
a
of
point.
right now, he's not playing.
I'm trying to make a point. You're gonna ride with Kyler Murray and the Cardinals over as an upset over Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, who returned all of their people plus some.
No, they returned everybody, didn't they? Weren't they saying they returned everybody?
They returned all of their people plus some.
If I'm gonna go NFC, I'm gonna go LA Rams with Matt Stafford.
LA Rams?
No, he can't get the job done.
Really?
Oh my God, that's a terrible choice.
LA Rams.
Kyler Murray's getting better every year.
That's a better Vegas pick than that one, and I don't know. I'm more confident in that
Matt
one.
Stafford, he's with Sean McVay right now, man. Yeah, it might be
listen.
Good.
How can you say that he gonna take them all the way? Has he ever won a playoff game?
Look, he was in Detroit.
That's a mental block right there. He cannot get them to the end. You talking about this man winning multiple games? He can't win one.
To your point, Brittany, I think so if Aaron Rodgers somehow or would have ended up in a Rams situation with Sean McVay, I think that would definitely be a contending team.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That would be a contending team, but he ain't there yet.
Coach. Yeah, they're not. They're picking, just like the Raiders, they're picking the wrong quarterbacks. You got the Matthew Staffords, the Jared Goff. Those are not the guys that are going to take you there. That's the problem.
Okay, answer this.
Wait. But Jalen Hurts is, though. But Jalen Hurts is?
Jalen Hurts beat the number 1 defense last year, bro.
Man,
I like
you is hung up on a fucking Jalen Hurts
win
he beat the Saints. With no
There's number 1 defense at that game, bro.
Wait, who
was the number 1 defense?
The Saints were the number 1 defense when the Eagles matched up against them last year, and that was Jalen Hurts' first rookie start ever in the NFL. I thought we would get blown out 48-0.
Was this week 1? Was this week 1?
Hell no. This was like week 12, week 13.
This week 1, they had the number 1 defense.
Hell no.
All right, I got a question for you. Malcolm, tell me about Arizona. Was they not good last year?
They're always good with Kyler Murray.
Okay, but my point is, listen. Their draft was good this year, and they also picked up J.J. Watt, who's going to improve it a little.
You keep bringing up J.J. Watt like he's going to play a whole season.
J.J. Watt got some left in it. I'm telling you. A change
is be a third down specialist.
They better save him.
That's all they need him for.
You know what they need to do? They need to freeze him. They need to put him in the freezer for the whole year.
I'm telling you,
I'm out Super Bowl time.
Cryogenic.
Don't be surprised.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, demolition man his ass. That's what they need to do.
The first question I asked y'all was Arizona a good team last year? Y'all said
they are. But
so J.J. Watt, J.J. Watt's an improvement, and the draft protection.
I don't know if I believe in that coach though, man.
Exactly.
Wait, who did you guys? Who's you guys' running back in Arizona?
Is it Drake Johnson or is it somebody?
Why do I feel like y'all picked somebody?
They got the guy from Miami, didn't they?
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake. Yeah, I think Kenyon Drake is who they had.
Arizona to the Raiders.
Right.
So the Cardinals running back is James. Oh, they got James Conner from Pittsburgh. That's right.
That's what it is. I know y'all just picked somebody up. Now that's a good pickup. That's a good pickup.
He's an
it's
average
all right.
running back.
It's all right.
He's an average
It's an
running
all
back.
right pickup. He's
I
a
think they're gonna be
workhorse.
good, man. I'm telling you.
He's a
But
Eric
Pops,
workhorse.
you're forgetting that bad man is coming back with a vengeance this year because he had a tumultuous offseason so far too in Russell Wilson, and that's the bad.
But what did
man.
What did they receive?
I'm not Cliff. That's not fuck all that. I don't care about what they receive. I'm
That's
talking
what
about
he's been
Russell
crying
Wilson.
about the whole time he's been there. is that
Wait a
they're
minute.
not-
Wait a minute, Malcolm. You think Russell Wilson is getting ready to do something this year?
I think he'll win the division. I'm not saying he's gonna win a ring. I think he'll win the division. I think
it might be a wrap for Russell as far as winning in Seattle.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be in the same position they were last year. I don't think they're gonna improve much.
Sierra better start making records again. Is all I'm saying.
That ain't gonna help.
I'm going on the record. All right,
that's just gonna stress that man out even more.
Remember this conversation.
I can't play today, Coach. My baby's records ain't selling. I don't know.
I guarantee you put Russell Wilson on the Giants, and that would be a contender.
You don't want to go there
though. On the Giants.
Y'all forget that Russell Wilson was the leading MVP for a while last year until he kept
I
getting
know.
hit.
I'm not saying that he weak or nothing like that.
Yeah.
He don't got nothing there. He can't do nothing there.
He got other players that have.
Who said he was washed? Which one of y'all said he was washed?
Nobody.
Nobody said that.
I don't think that he's gonna go much further than. It's like because it's not him, it's the team. It's
right.
Carroll
DK Metcalf's the truth.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he is.
Their defense ain't no good.
But they not.
Hold on, Pops, they got Jamal Adams.
Did they even address the situation? Like he won a better offensive line. He tired of running for his life. Did they even draft linemen? Like what the hell?
They didn't have many draft picks. They didn't have.
I did not
check. They didn't have.
Well, that's like they gave up all their shit for Jamal Adams and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you're a Jets fan.
They gave us 2 1s for Jamal. Yeah, that's right.
They blessed y'all, right? Shay, no, they blessed y'all. Yeah. But I mean, they haven't made improvements from what I've seen.
Right.
I just feel like Russell come back and win the division just because he had that huge chip on his shoulder. I mean, he's pissed. Like,
I mean, I think if it was up to him personally, he could, but I just don't feel like the rest of the team is gonna be there.
He don't get. I'm with Britt. I'm with Britt with that.
Now they did sign some linemen. They signed a cornerback, like the Seahawks.
Signed some linemen.
They signed at least
offensive linemen.
Yeah. Let me see. According to NBC Sports.
Because I was trying to look it up. I might have just quit. Let me not say that. Let me not say that I couldn't find.
They're gonna be the same. You did what you were supposed to do, Cliff. They're gonna be the same this year.
Right.
Oh, they signed some undrafted free agents.
So
they got.
Yep, that's maybe I couldn't find nothing.
We all heard what I said. It's gonna be Arizona, Cleveland.
I'm not convinced on that one yet. I'll take Cleveland though, but I don't know about Arizona.
Not Arizona. I'm not. You know we don't bet against Brady. We can never bet against Brady.
I can.
NFC.
I don't know about that one. I don't know if Brady and them are coming. If they win again,
dang, I don't think.
If they win again.
I'm not even saying winning the game. I mean, making it back to the big game is what I'm saying.
I don't think they're doing that.
Out.
I'm not counting it out. You can't count it out when it's a Brady. But
right.
Let me first say that now that the jersey numbers have changed, Brady's gonna have the worst season of his career.
Why? What are you basing that off of?
His
college career.
That was 20 plus years ago.
It doesn't matter. The jersey numbers changed.
So, Cliff, in boxing, if they change up something with the gloves, something with the shoelaces, something.
Listen.
You still know how to box. You still know how to play football.
That's not the same.
I think it would be the equivalent of them changing the color shorts that they have on. Right. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't even think that would be the equivalent because I still know the man across from me. But as far as football goes, if you're changing the numbers to a man that is so robotically connected, like he's just in tune, now, like he said, I'm not going to know what he say on the post.
But I think but you got to think, you got to think, though, at the same time.
That wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke, though.
But Tom Brady's very sarcastic.
Nah,
and I know a lot of things in life get misconstrued through text or through typing.
He was shitty in college.
He was.
I don't think he's going to resort back.
He was
to
Bobby Coyne. He was Bobby
talking,
Coyne in college.
Okay, and listen. Now this man has more rings than any NFL team.
Yeah, but
himself. So that don't matter. It don't matter. Dan Marino was the shit in college. What did Dan Marino do?
But
he can't say table.
Dan Marino also didn't throw against a linebacker wearing number 2.
My whole point is that the game is the game. It don't matter. Listen,
I understand what you're saying, but for
unless he colorblind, I don't see how the hell he going.
I said that in the last episode. But for quarterbacks that are just, you got to understand, you throw a jab the way you throw a jab. If somebody tells you to change the way you throw a jab, you got to start thinking about that shit. How am I going to do it now?
I think that he's. I'm sorry, Malcolm.
No, go ahead, bro. I was gonna say if I see Khalil Mack wearing number 2, I still know Khalil Mack's a linebacker. Oh yeah,
you know somebody's coming down your throat, right? You know that.
That's what I'm saying. I know,
but it's different when you are a quarterback and you are visually reading the field, numbers by numbers. That's 55. That's a linebacker. He's not gonna be able to get there and break that speed to catch my pass. Too. Number 2,
I do get that, because if you see 56, you know it's a linebacker,
right? Might be a safety a slot receiver or a linebacker. Versus,
he might run that pass down. 24, you see a linebacker with number 24. Now it's throwing you off because that could be a free safety, it could be a linebacker.
Now for the younger kids, that makes perfect sense because they came from that. But when we're talking about a Brady or Aaron Rodgers, that their mind has adapted for a second hand. Just throw that because I see 55. But that 55,
I don't know. It's hard though because even with that, with them being as good as they are with the pre-snap determinations, they can look around the field and already kind of get an idea if it's man-to-man zone, and they kind of know from there who they're gonna go with anyway.
Touche. That's touche.
And I was gonna say, you have to understand. This is the king of adaptation. That's all he's done since he's been in the league.
What do you do in college?
Cliff.
But you're going back way too far, Cliff.
That's the problem, Cliff.
I can't say that he's going to resort to his college days.
Watch it. What's the Vegas odds on that? Because I'll put him going back to his college on my Pops pick, and Brady fucks up.
I don't think that's a bet, is it?
And you go.
I'm sure it is in
Vegas. And you're gonna end up in the hole. You're gonna end up in the hole.
I mean, you could possibly bet on the over/under on his interception.
Let me challenge y'all this. So when Brady struggled with that offense last year initially and threw all them interceptions, he was like, "Damn, who's this? What's Brady? What's gonna happen to Brady?" And he adjusted, he adapted, and he ended up winning that ring. Again, we forget Brady is gonna adjust. So he could struggle a game or two. I'm not saying that.
Right, spit it out.
But after that, he's gonna adapt and adjust, and he's gonna execute. That's all he knows how to do.
I'm with Malcolm. 2 thumbs down, Cliff. He's not going back to his college days.
Right.
Okay. All right.
And I think he's gonna get a full off season this year too.
Exactly.
Well, he was the one in the park during COVID. He had a full off season last year. Stop that bullshit.
And the cops kicked him out. They told him.
And he did it at what I'm saying is
like another
5,000 acre home
system.
Oh, he went to the park. He left his house. He didn't need to.
Hey, the thing about the NFL. Hey, one thing about NFL is everybody gets
park.
Go home, Brady.
They said, hey, you got to go home, but can we have your autograph?
Yeah, Gronk Autumn was there.
Don't forget that NFL is a copycat league, and everybody's seen what he got to do now, so they can prepare for him for next year. It's not going to be the same.
They've been trying to do that for the last 20 years.
It's not going to be the same.
They've been trying to do that for the last 20 years.
Pop on that.
You would pop no. We talking about Brady, man. That man sold his soul to the devil. I don't give a hell what you say.
I learned how to play the guitar at the crossroads type
But at the beginning, hey, nobody knew what
he sold his soul to the devil. I don't give a hell.
You know what? Every year, Gronk's a little slower. Yeah,
he did. He sold his soul to the devil.
Brady's arm ain't strong. And things change every year. And
he sold his soul to the devil, Pops. It ain't nothing you can do about that, man.
I believe
that man. He got his contract in blood, man, with the devil.
He said,
"Yo, I don't care what happens, just make me the illest football player alive."
He said,
John
Unitas is holding the pass every time
The last pass time Brady threw was horrible. Look when he threw that little trophy over to the boat. It almost
He
didn't.
also was drunk though, Pops. He was.
That's my point. He's drinking more, he's enjoying life more. He's not as. It's not gonna be the same.
Okay, well, let's do.
I can see that too. Like, you know, who knows how? I mean, well, Tom Brady, he got to keep up his TB20, his TB12 regimen. You know, he got, but that man, I don't see him. I don't know when he gonna stop, man. I mean, shit, he been terrorizing the AFC East since what, 1999?
It's
like,
this year. This year.
Yeah, he get one, lose one, get one,
this
lose
year,
one.
It ain't gonna be the same this year. I'm telling you. Watch.
Dang.
Now, yeah, what you got? What you got?
I don't know. You say it's not going to be the same. When you say that, are you saying it like they're not going to go all the way, or are you just saying
they're not going to
like,
go all the way? Right.
Okay.
He's still going to have a good season. You're not
going
to
to
stop Brady from having a good
I'm
season.
saying a hell of a season, but I'm going to tell you, I just think that there's some fine tuning here and there. Like Kansas City improved too.
Yeah, they stocked up on the offensive line.
Kansas City,
did that.
They made some changes too. Like, you know what, Patrick Mahomes got your ass kicked. We're gonna take care of that. That's your weakness. Let's fix that weakness.
What do they do on defense?
I mean, it's always
that's exactly what I was grabbing my phone for, Mal, because that's a good
what do they do on
question.
Kansas City defense was like a little sloppy, but they're gonna improve their defense too. So I just think it's gonna be some changes here or there.
They got time.
They definitely got time. And like I said, I'm waiting for the team that's like, I got picks. What y'all got? I need a lineman. I got hella picks though. What? Like I got.
Raiders gonna be better. We're gonna have an all defensive back team.
Listen, I'm telling you now. I think it's a good look right now. I think it's a good look for them.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Who do you feel like top team in the league this past year is going to drop drastically? Like, who do you think that team is going to be that's just going to really drop? And who do you think is going to be that team that's just going to really like explode and pop up?
Saints is going to drop.
I think the Steelers will drop.
Saints drop.
No, I think Steelers going to pick up.
Roethlisberger's
I think the Packers going to drop.
Roethlisberger's
the Packers,
especially if Aaron Rodgers ain't playing, the Packers is going to drop.
Oh yeah, they dropping for sure. You're right about that. I actually agree with Malcolm too.
Didn't think about that.
I think the Texans are going to drop.
Saints drop. Lions pick it up.
I think the Texans drop. Tennessee picks up.
Tennessee.
Texans already dropped.
Yeah, they weren't even.
Tennessee still made it to the playoffs. They just lost to Baltimore. I think Baltimore might drop.
They got Tyrod.
I think Tennessee will play tougher this year.
Tyrod makes something happen every team he goes to. Just hope he don't get hurt.
I think Baltimore might have a down year.
I take that. I'm gonna take it back. I think San Diego Chargers pick up this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
You know, San Diego gonna pick up
that quarterback, boy.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert. Yeah, he's a dog.
I think San Diego picks up. See, Britt, I don't dislike all quarterbacks. I think San Diego had a good one.
I wish Mayock.
No, I know you.
Hey, if you look at San Diego, that dude is an asshole.
Who?
The quarterback has fire.
That's what
he
I'm
has
saying.
Fire.
Man.
I like guys with fire.
I wish Mayock and Gruden would have caught that fucking pick.
I like guys with fire.
Yeah, I don't think no one really seen Justin Herbert being like that.
Really? No, they was pegging him.
I didn't like coming from Oregon. I was like,
They was pegging
That's
him.
why Derek Carr sucks, because he ain't got no fire. You touch him, he cries.
But you just don't really get them quarterbacks out of Oregon. It's like he's the first really to really break that. Oregon, you know.
There was one before him, I feel like.
What, Mariota?
Mariota?
Right.
He ain't got no fire.
Tyrod Taylor?
Y'all might be right.
From Oregon? Yeah, I never seen one from Oregon come out like
Tyrod
that.
Taylor was out of Virginia Tech.
Oh, I thought you meant before.
Nah, he came out of Oregon. He
Tyrod
played Ohio
Taylor?
State. No, I'm sorry.
Tyrod
I'm thinking
Taylor
Mariota.
from
My bad.
Virginia.
I was thinking
Tyrod
Mariota.
Taylor? Yeah, he came out
I
of
thought you
Virginia
meant.
Tech.
I thought you meant in the Chargers.
I like Mariota over Carr.
I do too.
I take
Like
Mariota.
Mariota over Carr?
I think
Mariota will throw you 5 touchdowns in a game. And
I think Mariota
next
got
game do
fucked
nothing.
in the wrong system. I think
It's
you put
so
Mariota.
mediocre to me. I feel like he's more mediocre than
Hey, I
Carr.
think you put Mariota in a better system. He's a beast. I watched him play last year. In that one game he played, he was on fire. Carr was doing the wrong.
He don't fit. He don't fit. Oh, he don't fit Vegas. I'm sorry. He don't. Yeah, Vegas. He doesn't fit there. But he is a good quarterback.
I think Mariota is a beast in
Okay.
Fuck.
We about to switch it up.
They have Boston. What the fuck is that Boston team? New England.
Boston.
Mariota in New England.
I thought Mariota was in a beast.
Boston Patriots.
You say Boston, I think Green.
I think he was in a
Boston
beast.
Patriots.
I just don't think he had the team in where he was, man. He just didn't have it where he was.
Okay, so let's move on. Last thing on NFL, Richard Sherman. Where you think he's going?
He didn't go home.
The Jets. He's coming to the Jets.
You
He
think?
retired.
He want to get back with Robert Saleh.
What that wasn't on his four picks were the Niners, the Raiders, the Seahawks, the Saints.
He gonna come to the Jets. Watch.
I don't really want him. I don't want him in the Raiders unless he's
I think
going.
he'll be a good mentor for like the younger.
That's it.
Mentor
that's
coach.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. That's the only reason
That's
why.
And, like I put him in maybe like second
But
down, third down.
Where would be the best fit for him?
On the couch.
See, this is
That's what I
he's
had
clearly
to
trying
about.
to stay on the West.
Somewhere that already got
He's
like
trying to stay on the West Coast.
faster
Yeah, I agree.
cornerbacks already. Because you want to throw him in a nickel situation and stuff like that, where you got younger, faster dudes that can. He's not going to be able to take no number one cornerback, no number one receiver at this point.
No.
So you got to play in a nickel situation, something like that. I mean, you got to think of a team that already got a pretty solid secondary that he can just kind of be be another motherfucking piece in there.
It's time for him to be Rob Wilson and them go to safety.
He got to be a safety. Yeah, based on
the safety. He's not a corner anymore. He's too slow.
Based on what he's asking for, though, I feel like the only fit for him would be the Niners.
Niners.
Yeah.
He already. That's
He
where
get
he's
two
already.
the last game.
But I feel like, but they also had him at corner too. You know what I mean?
Right.
They
That safety, yeah, you got a point. The safety.
But you want to stay on the West Coast. There's not a lot of teams that really need you, really, out there. Especially
Don't be
on the
surprised
corner.
if the Rams pick him up on a small contract on some old just try to stack the cards. I can see the Rams doing something like that. They'll just go out and grab someone. They don't
Right.
play.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I
I don't think you can cover anybody. The fast receivers, you can't cover them anymore.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said put him in like maybe as a nickel back covering the slot receiver possibly, or like you said, safety or something.
Right.
But that's why I said the Rams, because you got Jalen Ramsey, you got the other cornerback on the other side, that's Doyle Goretti, and you could throw him somewhere as a nickel or a safety, and then you're gonna have, you got all the athleticism that you need on the outsides, and then the smarts on the insides from him.
Right.
Because
Okay.
dude's still smart as hell. He still know how to analyze.
Yeah, he know the game. That's why he goes to say.
He gonna end up being a coach though, because dude went to Stanford. He's smart as hell. So he'll end up being a coach or something eventually down the line.
Well, let's wrap it up. We gonna touch one other thing. We gonna wrap it up just because I didn't have y'all here. First of all, let me raise my glass to Britt. That's
he grabbed my glass.
Why we raising our glass? What I do?
Because of the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight.
Hey,
Yeah,
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
Listen,
I told y'all.
Askren's a laid out like a little girl.
Right.
well,
I already knew what they was trying to do. I already knew what they was trying to do.
I felt like if anybody should have known, you should have known. That footwork is different. The footwork is different, and like I said, what did he do? He lowered his head instead of taking his head off the line, and that's how he got knocked out. You can't teach that in a month or two. You can't teach a UFC fighter to take your head from side to side if you're not already taking your head from side to side. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I already knew he was going to lose because of what Cliff said. He's not a boxer. So that was just, he was out of his realm. And then, as I said before, they were setting him up for Mayweather. Like,
yeah,
it was all, we got to get him some more hype. So to build up this Mayweather fight,
man,
you know?
Yeah, man, I don't know what, listen,
like a Mayweather expedition.
No, what's gonna happen is
it's
you already know
the,
Jake Paul and them is fighting on the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Or I said Jake. I'm sorry. Logan and Mayweather is fighting on the 6th. I've been telling you, Malk, for almost a year before this. He's gonna beat the shit out of Logan. Jake's the better fighter, and he's gonna be like, "Now come, I beat your shit out of your brother. Come get some." That's gonna be the biggest payday fight. In history. Not the biggest fight in history, but the biggest payday fight ever in history.
You think? What's his name? Joshua when they were getting $75 million apiece.
No. But that's also taking place overseas. Well, the spot is Abu Dhabi, but you know that they're gonna get most of their views over in London, England, all that. This whole situation, the only reason why I say it's going to be the biggest fight in history is because that Jake Paul Ben Askren fight was 1.2 million views.
Mm-hmm.
That's only behind Floyd Mayweather's Manny Pacquiao fight and Floyd Mayweather's Canelo Alvarez fight.
I was going to say McGregor possibly, but
the Canelo Alvarez. I could
it's going to be big.
But I believe it's the Canelo Alvarez, not the McGregor. So with Mayweather's promotion intelligence or whatever I'm looking for, and Jake Paul, these little YouTube motherfuckers that are chasing his views.
Yeah.
And they had Justin Bieber performing at the last fight. That fight was a fucking circus. They had a smack fight. Did you see it, Pops? They had a smack fight. Like, you know those Russian smack fights, like an arm wrestling table where they hold it and they smack each other till one gets knocked out.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah.
Man, they
I like those fights.
I do like them. I'm not gonna lie. But at a event like that, it's
I've seen those before.
It's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? But the fact that they got 1.2 off of that, imagine what Mayweather would do if you brought him into something like that. Because Mayweather would be like, well, fuck Justin Bieber. Let's bring in Lady Gaga. I'll call Lady Gaga.
Yeah. Money.
That's follow the green print.
I think, like I said, I think Mayweather and what's it? Jake Paul, Ryan Paul? No,
Logan Paul.
No, not Logan. That's the brother.
That's the oldest.
Jake. Yeah. They are setting this up. Like, this is all part of their plan. The ultimate fight is the ultimate fight is going to be Jake Paul versus Mayweather,
right?
And that's going to be the biggest payday. Like, they're going to build that. That's where it's going to come from. It's going to be the biggest payday. And the thing that makes me scared. I don't know if you guys seen Jake Paul's interview on I Am Athlete, but he basically is calling out Mayweather in the sense of, he was like, by the time we fight, he's going to be slower. You know, he's going to be slower. He's hold on. Which in all honesty, he is older.
He is, but not slower for him. Not slower, yes, but not slower for Jake Paul.
I'm telling you what where he thinks he's going to have the angle. He thinks he's going to have the angle on being the bigger guy and him losing his touch, like him being slower. This is where he thinks he's going to have the angle, and this is where he thinks he's going to win. This is what he said on the I Am Athlete interview. And the thing that scares me, as much as I'm not a huge Mayweather fan as far as being like the people's champ, I don't want his legacy to go down
It wouldn't.
to Jake Paul.
It wouldn't.
It ain't going. It ain't going.
Right.
It would
No
never
I think they're gonna
happen.
set it up as an expedition fight anyway, so it won't really go down as a loss on his professional record.
Well, that's regardless. That's gonna happen regardless. But
yeah, so it's not gonna be a loss on his professional record. Just his,
regardless.
But that's everything. That's everything.
A real boxer.
Mayweather's dad can hop in the ring with Jake Paul, and he's gonna put him out in 8 rounds. In an 8-round, 2-minute round fight,
yeah,
Mayweather's dad wins.
The original Floyd Mayweather.
Right. Mayweather's dad wins that fight.
The uncle was nice too before he died.
Rodgers.
His auntie would win that one.
That was the movie Bleed for this.
But I would like to see the Jake Paul dude fight. What's the one boxer dude that always be talking shit? Bronner. And I would like to see Bronner get his ass kicked by him.
Adrian Bronner?
No, yeah, I can't stand Adrian Bronner.
He would beat Adrian Bronner.
He would beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
He would beat the shit out of Jake Paul.
That'd be even better.
What are you basing this off of? When's the last time Bronner won a fight? When's the last time Bronner won a fight?
Adrian Bronner is a counter. Listen, let me explain something. A couple months ago. Adrian Bronner is only effective in the counter. Only effective in the counter. The only reason Adrian Bronner loses fights is because the person across from him throws more punches than Adrian Bronner can counter, because Adrian Bronner will not score on points. He will not pursue those points. Jake Paul is the perfect person to put in front of Adrian Bronner for him to counter and fuck up in real
You watch Jake Paul fight. Jake Paul drops his hands every time he throws a punch.
He's not a boxer.
To be hit. He's only fighting people that have never boxed.
Right.
Boxed. He shows his punches. He loads them up. He throws them, and his chin is right there. His hands drop. If he fights anybody who has any boxing skills, they're gonna counter.
It's over. It's an over thing. It's
only fighting people who don't know how to fight.
I agree. I haven't seen him fight somebody that knows how to fight yet.
Listen,
I agree with that.
Kamaru Usman, the Nigerian Nightmare, said he wouldn't mind hopping in the ring. And if I'm being 100, I think he might lose that fight. I think Jake Paul still might win that fight.
I got to fight for him. The dude ain't fought no more. It's what's his name, son? What's his face? What's the dude? The little black dude with the bald head? What's the dude that died of a heart attack?
Huh? Died of a heart attack.
What's his name?
Fighters? We talking about fighters?
No, the street fighter that fought all the time.
Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice Jr. would knock the shit out of Jake Paul.
Oh shit. That's actually interesting. I actually don't think that's a good.
That's a very good one. Kimbo Slice Jr. would knock the shit out of Jake Paul.
I will create some ratings too.
And big
ratings. They build that up with a little storyline behind it.
Football for not USC. He played college football for a year, and he dropped out a year or two.
I thought about that when I watched Kimbo Slice Jr. back in the day. When I watched him fight, I said, Kimbo Slice would be the one he needs. Kimbo Slice Jr. would knock the shit out of Jake Paul. He dropped that chin and tried to throw that little power punch. Kimbo Slice Jr. could do it.
Listen, that's a good. That's definitely a good comparison. We getting close to too much, so I'll wrap it up. Lastly, I want to touch on a few things, 3 things here. I wanted to point out, we talked about it last time Britt was on. Clarissa Shields has her first MMA fight June 10th. She has been training with John Jones and Holly Holm.
Oh, nice.
And Holly Holm, who was the world champion of boxing and UFC. So she'll be the second one to do it if she can do it. Well, she'll be the first one to hold simultaneous. She's trying to do it in both sports at the same time. But Edgar Berlanga, your dude, Pops, finally broke his knockout record. He knocked the dude out in the last round of the last fight, 8th round TKO with 10 seconds left on the fight.
Okay.
Terrence Crawford turns down Manny Pacquiao fight. he refuses to take a 80-20 cut.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my whole thing is, like we just talked about, the green print. Now, Mayweather is a big name. He won't fight for less than 100 million now, but he took less to get to that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because you're Terrence Crawford does not mean that you've done enough in this division. Now, 80-20 is a big split. But Errol Spence just offered you 60-40 and you turned that down too. Now, my whole thing is you can't be a princess. You can't be a princess.
Who can't be a princess? Are you referring to Mayweather being a princess?
No, I'm talking to Terrence Crawford turning down fights of your life. If you take that 80-20 split with Manny and beat Manny, you're now one of the legends on top.
Right.
So take that little bit of money to do it if you can do it and stop being bitchy. You know what I mean?
Right.
That leads me into my next topic, and we'll cut it out.
I think a lot of today's athletes don't have that dog in them that pops like, you know, you gotta sacrifice a little bit. And I think like he was saying before, they just want to be pampered in a way, you know, that suits them, that's all that they can see. Like, you know.
And they be talking in third person.
I get it. It's a tough sport. You know what I mean? Like, you could die in that ring, so you want to get paid, but you've already been paid. Like, you already have enough money to pay for a couple generations of your right. So at this point, if you're still in a sport, what are you in it for?
Right.
Is it the money, or do you want to be great? Because if I want to be great, I'm taking that Manny Pacquiao fight, even if I'm not ready for it. I just want to show somebody what I can do real quick.
I'll get ready.
Right.
Again, I think this is a time where it's very like evident, like this generation of athletes, most of them, and it could, most of them don't want to be great. You know, they're good athletes,
right?
But they don't want to be great.
They don't want that legacy,
right?
Right.
It's like we'll have kids for that.
Yep,
that's what it is.
Like we come from a time where, I can't say we, but we're used to seeing people like, I'm gonna get out there and give it all I got. If I'm trying to be the best,
right?
And I don't think a lot of athletes take that, you know, they're cool with just doing, I'm gonna just do what I know how to do type deal.
I think a lot of it might have to do too with like the internet, social media era that we in too, because back in the days, your legacy really was based off of word of mouth. Now, you know what I'm saying, everybody got like this microwave popcorn kind of thing, you know what I'm saying, where they feel like their celebrity is bigger than it is because of all the accolades that you get from social media and this and that and the third. Like when back in the days, you had to take those fights because the word of the mouth was the only thing that you had.
Yeah, I agree 1,000.
Gain that momentum going on to the next thing. But people now just got a false sense of celebrity. Like, I mean, a lot of people know who Terrence Crawford is, like in the boxing world, but you ask the average person that just know overall sports, you be like, oh, who's Terrence Crawford? They're gonna be like, who?
Right.
You ask them who LeBron James is or something like that. That's a universal name. Like his name isn't universal to the point where he shouldn't take those type of fights, you know.
Listen,
in his head, he universal already.
You're right.
He's a
in his head, delusions of grandeur. But Ryan Garcia, if anybody knows, he has publicly stated he will not be fighting anymore in boxing because he suffers from depression and anxiety for fear that he will lose to Gervonta Davis or Devin Haney.
Wait a minute. He said their names?
Yes, so now they're positioning Gervonta Davis as a bully now because he has pursued and called Ryan Garcia out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's where we are in the world now. where
the dude really pulled the mental health card just to avoid having to fight certain dudes.
Where's your pride at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I miss the old athletes. Where's your pride? Because if that's me, if I'm him, and let's say I'm really scared to fight them, and I do have depression and anxiety, I'm not about to tell the world that. Right. I'm going to come up with something else as to why we are not fighting.
Keep it a G.
I'm not going to
keep it a G. I'm going to fight you, and if I lose, I'm going to have a excuse in my back pocket. But I'm not going to not do it. Like, that's what I do. That's what I'm doing this for.
But see, now, Britt, now you asked me a question about why I like certain quarterbacks. You answered the question right there.
Touche.
I mean, they just host, like, he's a whole sucker for doing that. Like, he's a whole sucker. Like, please put up the whole charade. Make us think that you're not afraid to fight this man, even if you never fight this man or these men. And you know what I'm saying? Like, have some pride.
Do it like
Terrence Crawford. That's when keeping it real goes wrong.
Do it like
I would
Terrence
be the person
Crawford.
on TV. I would be the guy on TV if I was him, like, always saying, like, I'll knock that, you know what I'm saying? I'll knock his ass out. Put me in the ring with him and just, like, never sign the contract. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Terrence,
like you gotta.
Terrence Crawford.
He keeping it too real.
But we gonna wrap it up. I'm not even gonna touch the last two. Last question, and then hit the showers. Give me your team. Each one of y'all's teams rankings. What y'all think y'all's records are gonna be this year, and then who's hitting the showers. Whether it be worst pick or whatever y'all feel needs to be.
This is for football?
This is for whatever we talked about this evening. This is even if we didn't talk about it.
Okay. So you said give your record, and what was that second part?
And then you hit the showers. Your team's record this year. And if you feel like they making the postseason, how far do they go?
Pops already told you where my team going.
Yeah, I think I might agree. I'm gonna look up them Vegas odds, Arizona and Cleveland.
Tell you, go for it.
You can leave Arizona out of it. I'm not sold on Arizona yet.
I'm sold on Arizona.
But that has to be a long shot. That has to be a sniper. But what is it? What you think Cleveland doing this year?
We going to O.
You said what?
I said we going to O. We going undefeated.
That's what I thought.
You said undefeated.
I
like that in you.
11-5.
I like
we
that.
Going
I don't know. Isn't it 17
I'd buy
games
that
this
for
year?
$1.
Say that again, Cliff.
Is 17 this game? 17 games this year instead of 16?
Yep.
Yes, that's right. My fault.
Wow.
My fault.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm not mad at you. So who's hitting them?
I'm saying 12-5.
12-5. Okay. 12-5. I can run with that. I was just messing around. I don't think we're going to.
Right. I know you didn't think that. I might have had to call somebody.
I would go 11-6.
11-6.
11-6.
11-6.
That's outside of the playoffs.
I say, nah, it shouldn't be. I think that they win the division though.
That was our record this year, wasn't it?
Was it?
I'm sorry, minus the extra game.
Right. Was it?
I think we was around there. I'm pretty sure. Or
I think I was about 11 and
Who's
11-5.
Who's hitting them showers, Brett?
Who gonna hit the showers? Hold on. Is you know who I got hitting the showers?
Who?
Today?
Yeah.
Malcolm and his Eagles. They ain't getting ready to do nothing. That's my hit the showers for today.
Brittany, hey, Mike Brown must have paged Brittany or something because we couldn't get on tonight, huh? Hey, I ain't mad at her.
Well, who you got?
Me?
Yeah, you up next.
I'm gonna go 9-7, and I'm gonna need Carson Wentz every day of the week to hit the showers.
Okay.
You can't go
9-7. You guys are
9-7
not
for
going
the
to win
Eagles.
more than. You guys are not going to win more than 5 games.
Okay.
You gotta go 9-8.
They are in the NFC at least.
Hey,
You're right. And
Marco,
here's the scary
17 games, not 9-7.
Listen, and the scary part is, Brittany, no matter how many games we win, we still always got the division up for grabs.
9-8.
That's terrible.
That is
Even
that's
if
the
we
truth
go,
too.
even if we go 6-10 and make the playoffs,
That is
you
the
know,
truth.
6 and
That's
11.
terrible.
6-11. Right, I forgot it was 17.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm forgetting about that.
Hold on. So
that 17 game too.
My prediction to Shay's point is, I'll say we'll go 8-9. I forgot it's 17 games.
You're still giving your team too many wins.
I believe.
Scale it down some.
I believe in this Hurts and Smith connection.
You already said you don't believe in the head coach. That's everything.
I don't believe in the coach, but I believe in Hurts and Smith. They got the chemistry after coach. Sometimes you got to just do your own thing.
Okay. Hey, I'm not. We can go. Listen, we ain't gonna argue. We just gonna wait and see. Pops, what you got?
I got 8-9.
8-9 on the Raiders.
Yes, 8-9. I might hit the showers as John Gruden.
Why we give
in all the
John
DBs, huh?
Right.
John Gruden. I just don't understand why you have so many defensive backs.
Brittany,
Like it don't make sense.
One of them is going to work out. He clearly believes in,
in
a large pool.
Out of 8 of them, you better get 2. Out of 8 of them, you better get at least 2, 3.
Listen,
I can see him now. One of these going to work. One of these going to work.
One of them.
I think Kuntz is gonna be a good one. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Linebacker. We don't have. We got. That's
right.
my point.
Yeah, you said DBs. You right. All right, Callie. What you got? Your team.
Oh man, I'm gonna go. Man, well, we was 2-14 last year. I'm gonna go 6-11, but competitive in all games.
Okay.
Didn't we talk about this already? Didn't we talk about the Jets not winning again?
No,
not winning one game.
No, I think they'll get one game for sure. They'll.
Nah, 6-11. 6-11.
She's spicy this evening.
Brittany should have bully us tonight, huh?
She's spicy.
I'm just talking shit. I'm talking shit today. I'm gonna be honest. I think that you guys. I'm gonna give the Jets. I'm gonna give y'all 4 games.
Don't jinx your team, Brittany. You know bad.
I'm gonna say 6-11.
I can see 6.
My showers was my hit the showers was gonna be for the Packers the way they doing that situation with Aaron Rodgers, but I'm gonna switch it to Brittany with her Browns going undefeated. They can definitely hit the showers.
I said that was a joke. I was just playing. You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah. Hey, listen, the Browns, man, she might have jinxed her team. We'll see.
Let me see. I'ma say I think I think Pops might be off. I'm gonna give him a little more than that. I think that defense might show up a bit. I'm gonna give us 10-7. 10-7 on the Raiders. Hopefully we catch a wild card.
I think we'll make the playoffs.
And then you said we are?
Yeah, I think
he said they believe.
And then
I'm gonna go get the playoffs.
Okay. I didn't think that 8 and whatever. What is that?
8-9.
Yeah, I didn't think that would make it.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna
have
make
to play a wild card game.
We're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so. I think we will. I think we will this year too. But
you can't call us. We got enough DBs.
DBs ain't gonna cut it.
It may this year. But my hit the showers. Although I'm a great. I won't say great because I don't do much, but I'm an advocate for mental health. But Ryan Garcia, your bitch ass needs to hit the showers. That's the bitchest shit I ever heard in my life. Hit them motherfucking showers.
One too many hits to the head, man.
Man, listen, and that's cool if that's what you. He was just on, and this is why I'm gonna say that, and then we gonna wrap it. He was just on Mike Tyson's podcast talking about he was gonna retire from boxing because he wanted to fight in the UFC, and now he's talking about my anxiety and depression is stopping me from fighting at all. Hit them showers, Joe. Hit them. But
I mean,
what you got?
Would you respect a player? Would you respect? I don't want to call him a player. Would you respect an athlete that would just be like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like in this day and age, like he probably was just like, I don't want to do this anymore, and like that wasn't good enough for people. They're like, no, you need a reason. Why you like there has to be a reason why you don't want to do this anymore. Like he's just over it.
That could be. And he just was a little too real.
Too real.
Yeah, you could have kept that to yourself, G. That's what it comes down to. But yes, God bless. I wish you the best. Hopefully you find yourself back in the ring or whatever your heart desires. But does anybody
What he said, go Jets.
Right. Oh,
she looked mad. She looked mad about that go Jets. Don't do her like that.
Just getting out. She all right.
Don't do her like that.
Man, that Uncle Clip. She ready.
Hey, but I will give a big shout out to my cousin Curtis Martin though. That's the only Jets player I believe was ever into.
Who, Curtis Martin?
Yeah, that's on my dad's side.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. You know what I mean? He's one of he's definitely on the in that ring of honor with the Jets.
Why didn't you get why didn't you get them jeans and why didn't your phone ring, motherfucker?
Hey, Cliff.
What up?
You gotta talk to your grandfather. You know Joshua Cribbs is on our side.
Who?
Why didn't you get them jeans? Look, why didn't you get them jeans?
Mine was height.
Joshua
Cribbs. Same with mine.
Joshua Cribbs is a cousin of your grandpa.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, his dad's some cousin.
Uncle Cliff. See? You see your Uncle Cliff right there.
Who got the connections?
Keep in mind they don't like me.
I believe it. Well, everybody, it's been more.
Hey, but Malcolm ain't go.
No, I did. I went second.
Oh, did you?
After Brittany.
Okay.
Yeah, he gave his team. What you say? You said 7 games?
I said
That's right.
9 and 8.
And who was the hit the shower?
That's right. I forgot.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Mark my words. I said 5 games, so I want you guys to remember this at the end of the season.
And
5 games.
Yeah. Listen, I'll be ready.
And you know
I'll be ready.
Hold up.
You wasn't recording the whole time?
No, I definitely was, but I need 5
was
seconds.
He muted? Oh.
No, I'm trying to I did not add everybody to the show on the credits, so
Did you wrap it up or you didn't wrap it up?
Have not wrapped it up yet. And everybody
Clip hit them showers.
What you mean? We good. So we will be back. When are we gonna be back? Wednesday?
Yay night. Me, you, Aaron, and Les.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, catch us Wednesday.
7:30 and all that.
All that. If you ain't good, be good at it. All my shower heads.
What we gonna eat?
What?
We gonna go out to eat. Y'all every time I try to say something, y'all back on me.
Listen, unless I'm good after Monday, but other than that,
we'll figure it out.
Monday's your only day to eat, Malcolm.
Hey,
on the strict diet.
couple